Hey, Happy New Year, guys. What's going on? How's your New Year so far? Meron ba kayong bagong client or what? Hey, AD. Kamusta? Happy New Year. May tanong ako sa'yo, AD. If one of your friends who's not a VA or freelance, hindi pa, okay, they reached out to you and they said, um, AD, gusto ng extra income. So, I'd like you to help me to become a VA na part-time lang. Okay. So, anong ano mo doon? Anong reaction mo doon? Kasi ang tanong ko sa kanya, look, if you want to be a part-time VA, okay, um, first of all, anong skills na meron ka na babayaran ng isang online na client? What skills do you have? Uy, Kira, nabuhay ka. Kasi, so one of my friends DM me on Messenger and asked me, Jen, could you help me become a VA? Kasi, okay naman yung full-time na job niya, which is on-site, na parang BPO. But, kulang daw yung kinikita. And as far as I know, medyo management position na siya. And, kulang daw. And kung hindi niya daw madadagdagan yung income niya dito, mag-work abroad daw siya. So, ang unang tanong ko sa kanya is, what skills do you have that a client will pay for? Okay. Tapos hindi niya ako sinagot. And the reason why I asked that is, para sa'yo, ano bang gagawain ng VA sa pagkakaalam mo? Exactly. Diba? Kaya tinanong ko sa kanya, anong skills ang meron ka na babayaran ng isang online na client? Because, and the reason why I asked that question, and probably why you asked that question as well, AD, is, first of all, gusto ko malaman, like, why are you asking me that question? Diba? Ano yung purpose mo? Ba't yan tinatanong mo? And gusto ko din makita, like, did you do any research yet on your own? Diba? Gaano ka proactive ka ba? Kasi, apparently, management ka na. Okay? Sa call center or, sa BPO. So, if you're just asking me that question and you expect me to supply every single answer, okay, hindi ka babagay sa pagiging VA or freelancer. Diba? You're looking at me as like I'm gonna guide you every single step of the way. Okay, and you're not paying me to do this. Okay, nobody wants to work for free. Okay, I don't have classes where I guide people to become VAs. There are other people who do that. I don't want to do that. That's not one of the things. Isa sa mga friends ko sa sa Facebook. 'Di ba? Kaya tinatanong ko kasi una-una gaano kalayo na ba yung ni-research mo? Did you go to onlinejobs.ph to research yung mga remote na jobs para makita mo kung alin dun yung babagay sa iniisip mo or hinahanap mo ng extra income? Kasi 'di ba, parang papasok ka sa pagiging VA or freelancer na you don't even know what kind of work a VA or a freelancer does. Okay. One. Okay. Two, may hinahanap ka na certain income. May hinahanap, like, but when you decide to work from home, there's already a figure in your head, okay, which is more than what you're earning right now. So you have to consider, pag lumipat ka sa work from home, is that, yung iniisip mo na amount, is that achievable? right? Do you know if it's achievable? Have you looked at reviews? Have you looked at testimonials of people who are working from home? At magkano kinikita nila? At gaano katagal na sila nag-work from home? Similar po bang BPO sa pagiging VA? Depende. Ano bang ginawa mo sa BPO? Kung nag-calls ka, there's one type of VA job that's similar, which is appointment setter. Okay? But may calls pa rin. Okay? You cannot become, for example, a social media manager. Like tatalon ka direct na BPO to social media manager. You can't do that. There's no way you can do that. Or BPO diretso UX designer. You can't do that. Ako ma'am nahanap ko na sa healthcare department, under training na po. See, it depends what you're doing right now. It depends what you were doing. Okay, what you were doing before ka nag-freelancer. I will always ask if alam ba nilang VA. Baka they just like the perks but not the hard work. I mean, the fact that you're already working somewhere, okay, it tells me that you know what it's like to work. Okay? Pero, yung pagtatrabaho sa BPO it's still one step down sa pagiging VA or freelancer. Bakit? Kasi sa BPO, lahat ng department meron. May HR, may training, may QA, may STL ka, may supervisor ka, may TL, may operations manager. Like lahat ng department meron. Do you think sa work from home, it's gonna be the exact same setup? No. Okay? And before ka mag-isip na, uy, lilipat ako sa work from home, tignan mo muna. Tignan mo muna kung anong tinatalunan mo. So, the fact that you're asking me, pwede mo ba ako tulungan sa pagiging VA or freelancer, blah, 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 blah. Well, you're not gonna pay me for that, one. Okay? So, why should I help you? Okay? Like, you should be doing your own research. Right? Kung meron kang daliri, meron kang utak, meron kang mata, meron kang bibig, meron kang tenga, okay, you should be going out and researching yourself and talking to people, okay, na, uy, ano yung trabaho mo sa work from home? Imbis na, tulungan mo ako mag-work from home. Why don't you ask the right questions? Uy, work from home ka, di ba? Ano yung trabaho mo? Ano ako, SMM? Ano yun? Diba? Ano yung trabaho mo? Operations manager ako ng VA agency. Ano yun? Anong ginagawa mo? Those are the questions you should be asking. Okay? Your question should not be, uy, tulungan mo ko lumipat or tulungan mo ko maging part-time VA. Hey, Happy New Year, Hope. What's up? 1 week pa lang ako sa client ko sa SMM. Ang hirap lalo na from medical field ako. See? Iba kasi ang VA freelancer. It's all yours at hindi ka trabahante. Nakakabaliw pag sensitive ka. Happy New Year, Hope. Uy, Happy New Year, guys. So, yan ang unang tatanungin ko sa'yo. Anong meron ka na skills that you think an online client will pay for? Pag sinabi mo sa akin, maganda ako. O di magbukas ka na ng OnlyFans, di ba? Kung kakayanin mo. Di ba? So that's a question I'm gonna ask you. Hey, Happy New Year, ladies. Happy
New
New Year,
Year.
ladies. What's up, what's up?
Happy New Year, madam. Hi.
Kakaumay sa OF. O, di ba? Si your blue crab. Ano? Bihasa sa OF. Yeah, and so that's going to be my question is what skills do you have that you think an online client will pay you money for? Now, if you cannot answer me, go and find out first before you ask me for help. Okay? Yeah, now, ngayon, if you want somebody who's going to coach you, Hope. She's your girl. Okay, she's a VA
Meron akong
coach.
kino-coach ngayon, dalawa.
Oh,
So,
see?
hindi muna.
See? Pero
Yeah.
in demand yan, ah. In demand yan. So, you're very lucky if she coaches you. And even if makahanap ka ng VA coach like si Hope, it doesn't automatically mean she's gonna take you on.
Yeah. And that's true, madam. Like,
Hello, Jairo. Happy New Year.
not like that. Oo nga. We were live nung New Year, January 1st.
Yeah, we were out.
Oo nga. Tapos parang sabi ni coach, asan na kaya ang mga mare?
Yeah, we were out. Saan ka ba nung New Year?
Kung saan-saan, madam. Pero dito muna sa bahay and then pumunta sa province ng daddy. Tapos pumunta ulit sa Pampanga. So, sobrang yung pagod. Pero at least, yun nga pinag-uusapan namin ng mga kapatid ko
Hi,
na
Christine. Ayan.
okay lang mapagod. And then, bakbakan ulit ng 2023, di ba?
Yeah. Ikaw, AD, saan ka ba? Where are you?
Ako sa province talaga eh. Nasa Cebu kasi
Wow.
ako. So,
Sarap.
yeah.
Nandiyan ka for
yun nga.
sinulog? Di apply.
Oo, malapit na yung
Ah.
sinulog sa amin. 15. Third week of the month.
Okay, cool. Ay, ano daw? Iba yung location ng sinulog. Malapit sa SM. Tama ba?
Kasi yung space.
Oo.
Hello, Jairo.
Hi,
Hello,
Jairo. Hi,
everyone.
Sir Jairo.
Meron akong chika.
Ano?
I like that.
Wala. Meron ako kasi pina-follow na video. Nasa video. Ewan ko, parang against ata siya sa mga nagpe-paid course. Ngayon, meron siyang content about that. Tapos may mga nag-comment, may mga tao na false hopes sa mga VAs, parang paasa lang, parang sabi ko, nakakaloka naman ito mga. Sabi ko, kaya kapag nag-live ako, marami akong viewers kahapon. Yun, more dal ako. Kasi sabi ko, huwag niyo naman masyadong take for granted yung mga paid courses. Kasi yung mga skills na inaano nila, skill transfer yan. So, they are gems. And ano bang gusto nyo? Pag binigyan kayo ng work, start na agad kayo. Mamaya, lagi na gano'n.
Siyempre, gusto nila yon. Everybody wants work na gagawin agad, di ba? And they'll get paid for it right away. But, so just the thing on paid courses is if you don't have the time to go researching on YouTube or go researching on Google or, wherever, maybe a paid course is what you should do. Or if you're absolutely clueless. Go lang, Christine, balikan na lang. If you're absolutely clueless, then go and maybe look for a paid course. Pero i-review nyo muna. 'Di ba? Like, tingnan nyo muna yung mga reviews, yung mga naging estudyante dati, tsaka yung support after the course. Napaka-importante yun. Okay? Hindi yung, kinuha mo lang yung paid course, binigyan ka ng Mickey Mouse na certificate, tapos na sa'yo. They wash their hands of you. Dapat, there should be at least some support, like after you graduated from the course. 'Di ba? Kasi you're not automatically gonna know what to do.
Pwede na ako mag-chika.
Go.
Pero baka mapagalitan mo.
Go
Pero
lang.
nakwento ko na to kay Coach Puting. So remember, nag-free courses nga talaga ako. Last year pa. Tapos meron isa, sobrang talagang magaling siya. Magaling talaga siya. Kaso yung laptop niya, sira. Bano. Tapos, andito lang din siya within Metro Manila. Pero sobrang okay siya. Pwede siyang makakuha ng kliyente sa ganun. Wala siyang portfolio. Sira yung laptop niya. Lahat-lahat. Grabe. Pinapunta ko siya dito sa bahay, madam. Binigyan ko siya ng laptop. Second hand lang naman. But I still gave the laptop. The following day, sabi pa naman niya sa
Guys,
akin,
hope is 1 in a million. Your coaches are not gonna do that.
Coach, sorry, masakit yung tiyan ko. And ito yung sinasabi ko sa'yo, madam, na under ano siya, paid internship with isa sa pinaka magaling na marketing director na kilala ko. So it's paid internship to build his portfolio. And then like hindi pa niya nabibuild yung portfolio niya. Binebenta ko na siya sa client na ito may tao dito na magaling ganyan. Tapos kinabukasan sabi niya, Coach, masakit yung tiyan ko. Hindi ko talaga kaya.
Ayun
Okay,
na.
sabi ko, just rest. Rest ka muna today and then tomorrow, work na tayo. Oh, ako talaga naghahabol. So, never mind. Ayoko na. So, nag-Happy New Year siya, nag-Merry Christmas siya. Baka nanonood siya ngayon sa'yo kasi idol na idol ka noon.
What?
Yeah, so there.
Baka
Hindi
parang
ko na,
excuse niya lang yung sira yung laptop niya or
hindi ko
Is
what.
alam
this the
because,
job?
that's not gonna be on me.
Yes, exactly.
Binibidyohan
At
niya eh.
binigyan ka na ng second-hand na laptop.
Oo,
So,
tapos naghanap siya ng ibang excuse.
So, I'm not, parang for me naman, if, sasabihin, sabi nga ng sister ko, ba't di na lang niya binalik yung laptop kung talagang,
oh,
ano
hindi
yung ano.
binalik.
Tapos sabi ko, wala, ganun siya talaga. Ganun siguro talaga yung ibang tao. Like, they will take advantage of you. Ngayon, sabi ko, that's not on me na. That's on him. Lalaki siya. That's on him. Um, Gusto ko lang naman maano yung skills niya kasi magaling siya eh. For somebody na walang um, like formal education sa
PA.
pag-photoshop, pag lahat-lahat, nabigyan siya ng parang 7 out of 10 ng mga graphic artists. So, shinare ko sa kanila yung work niya. Okay, anong masasabi niyo dito sa design ng tao na to, layout, ganyan. Pwede ba? Pwede ba natin tulungan? Ganyan. So, most ng tao, sabi, para sa hindi nag-aral, 7 out of 10 siya. So, talagang may
May
kamay, may mata.
potential. Yeah.
So, ako naman, dahil excited ako parati for people na parang, doon ko na-realize na hindi mo pwedeng i-rescue ang isang tao na ayaw maging part ng sarili niyang rescue. So, never mind. Thank you. Ganun na lang.
Yeah. Guys, sa paid course, hindi ganyan ang magiging coach nyo Yung bibigyan kayo ng laptop. That's 1 in a million. Okay. So,
Napaka-precious naman pala ni Madam.
oo, above and beyond si
Ako na lang-
Madam. Sobrang above and beyond.
Hindi ko naman sinasabi parang i-ano yung sarili ko na, uy, binigyan kita ng laptop. No, it's not that. It's not that na eh. It's parang, binigay na sa'yo lahat. Ang gagawin mo lang is, galingan mo. Para, hindi naman ako sa sahod mo eh. Pagka binigay na kita sa client, I do not care na how you negotiate yung salary mo, how you get your salary, that's all ikaw. Wala akong cut, wala akong kahit na ano. So, ang gusto ko lang sana, seryosohin mo. And then, yeah, he did that. So, pero super idol ka nun, madam. Like, lagi
What?
siyang,
Sino yan?
yeah.
Pero at least, 'di ba, you give him the solutions for his problem, pero sa kanya na yung ano na hindi
Hindi ka
naman pala
naririnig
yung
siya.
solusyon yung kailangan niya.
So, yun lang pakiusap ko sa mga gusto mag-VA, tapos nagpapatulong. Hindi naman lahat ganon talaga. But, 'di ba, kung binibigyan kayo ng oras ng mga tao, pahalagahan nyo na lang. Yun lang.
Tsaka hope may sasabihin ako sa iyo that I learned from somewhere. I would be really careful about helping too much, helping people too much. Okay, like you're giving away too much, even if it's paid. Kasi hindi naman mahal yung sinisingil mo 'di ba? If you give away too much, eventually ikaw ang mamumulubi. Okay,
Yeah.
right now you're in a really great position. Okay, but you give and give and give and give. Eventually, ikaw yung
Mauubusan.
yeah, mauubusan ka
Sure.
din. Like, so I would like, and I know like the stuff that you've done to help people. I was telling you before, it's too much. It's far too much. Okay, you should stop. Kasi,
I
ang
will.
ginagawa mo, what happens is you baby them. Okay? Tapos, binaby mo na, umayaw na. So, di ba? Like, you find out the hard way na ang laki ng binigay mo, tapos umayaw din bandang huli. Right? Or they couldn't cut it bandang huli. For me, like, don't baby them. Okay? Do not baby these people. If they say, what you say is not your actions. 'Di ba? Kung nagsalita sila na gusto ko ng ganun, gusto ko ng ganyan, edi pakita mo. 'Di ba? They have to show you every single step of the way that this is really what they want.
Kaya nga.
The fact that like nagrent ka ng apartment, binigyan mo ng second hand, that's far too much. Like I would never do that ever. Ikaw, Jairo, gagawin mo 'yon? AD, gagawin mo 'yon?
Siguro
I'm
madam,
not that kind.
No.
I'm
yes,
sorry. I'm not that kind talaga.
In and out ka, Jairo. Ansam mo.
siguro
Sorry.
mga BFF ko, kasi nagawa ko na yan. Nung nagsisimula ako ng VA, yan din yung mga friends ko dati, mga unemployed, never been employed, mga college student, tapos nag-stop.
Okay.
Then, naiinggit sila sa akin, try mo naman ako dyan. Alam ko naman yung, nila, kakayahan nila, kasi mga high school friends ko naman. Mabibilis ang pag-catch up nila mga bagay-bagay. So, ang ino-offer ko is mag-work sa bahay. Kaya yung kwarto ko noon, mukha kaming parang call center. Kasi kanya-kanya kami ng laptop. Noon. Tapos, yun nga lang, kami dito baka ng hati-hati tayo ng kuryente.
Yes. Tama.
Ganon. Tapos hanggang sa nakapag-provide sila ng mga sarili nilang computer, ganyan. Nagkanya-kanya na. Hanggang doon. Pero sa ibang tao siguro, na hindi ko masyadong kilala. Tapos yan, katulad niya may paid training. Siguro hindi ko kayang ibigay yun na mga closest of friends.
Okay. Sa
Yun nga.
mga
And
close.
ito lang, Jairo, yung akin lang, dito ko siya I mean, siguro isa yun sa ko talaga, isa yun sa kahinaan ko. And I think alam yun nila, madam, nila coach, na may weakness talaga akong ganito. Super iyak kasi siya sa course na binayaran niya. Tapos hindi naman daw pala siya natuto. So ako naman,
Yan,
sige,
relate dyan si Dawu.
tuturuan kita, sabi ko. And then, yun nga, sa pagtuturo ko and all that, sumobra na naman. Lagi naman nila ako sinasabihan na sobra ako. So, makikinig na ako last time.
Pero ang swerte niya doon.
Yes, very lucky. Like, that doesn't happen, honestly.
Kasama na lang yung nakakuha ng laptop.
Ayan. Okay.
Person.
Hindi ko pa nga nakwento yan kay madam. Nakapag-attend pa ako ng last na live mo eh.
Oo. Sino yung, tinanggap mo from the live?
Ako po. Hello po. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Ano yun, yung sa course? Kumuha ka na ng course?
Ako po.
Oo.
Ay, yes po. Naggastos ako ng 1K.
Okay,
Tapos
and
hindi
then?
ko din tinapos. Kasi ang basic ng tinuturo. Tapos
okay.
yung program niya pa, parang every Sunday mag-meet kami, pero hindi naman pala. So from the very start, yung pag-explain niya ng tungkol sa course, hindi klaro. So, lagi kasi siyang naglalay sa TikTok. So, parang naaakay ako. Parang ang gaan sa pakiramdam niya. Kaya parang umasa ako. Tumiwala agad. Ayun, in the end, hindi ko tinapos.
Thank you.
At wala din ako natutunan.
Well, saan ka ba naghahanap ng ibang information mo?
Mostly sa YouTube.
Ayun. So, the fact that you think sobrang basic yung tinuturo, feedback mo sa kanya yun.
No.
You
Kasi
should.
sinabi ko nga, hindi ko na tinapos.
Okay. Well, before you left, you could at least have told them, alam mo, sobrang basic yung tinuturo mo. Or
Ay,
sobrang
may
disorganized yung course mo.
yeah. May isa ring TikToker na tinanong ko tungkol sa course niya. Yun din ang sabi niya, basic daw. Parang mag-ano ka, kung tamad ka research, dun ka sa course niya. Pero I
Name,
don't know.
name reveal.
Kilala niyo na to.
name reveal. Name reveal mo na. There's 30 people in this room. They want to know so they can avoid. Okay.
Yeah, and pag nandito ka sa room na to, walang pa secret dito. Lahat yan nire-reveal.
Name reveal para alam mo ko. Charing. Charing lang.
Name
Kilala
drop
niyo
mo na para alam nating
Kilala
lahat.
niyo na.
Sino yan? First name
Siya
lang.
lang.
Oh my God. And hindi ko na pag-name reveal. Kilala niyo na yan.
Hindi.
Yan ba yung tito ko?
Ay,
Or yung tita ko? Joke.
Hindi na kami mag-a-assume.
Parang
And
kilala
another,
tita.
may tito, may tita, di ba? Si tito, yan yung apparently manyaman, di ba? Si tita, siya yung madalas sa live. Basta marami sila. Okay? And
marami talaga.
here's another thing, guys. Ang dami nagsasabi sa akin, alam mo na, akit kasi ako, ang ganda ng video, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. You know what? I worked in digital marketing. That's the point of why naglalabas sila or nagbabayad sila for digital marketing. Okay, para maakit kayo. That's the point of marketing. 'Di ba? Porket nakalabas sa TikTok or kung san-san sa social media doesn't mean that it's the truth. Bakit? TikTok, is it the same as CNN? No. 'Di ba? Bakit ka nagpapaniwala?
Just to add up, coach. Sometimes
The power of
use the
marketing.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why naakit ka is because somebody na bihasa sa marketing sat down, they made a, video ad or, whatever it is kind of ad para maakit ka. That's the point of marketing, is to make a sale. Oh,
Yes.
the
Ang
fact that
mangbuyo. Ang mangbudol.
the fact na naakit ka means they're good at their job. Maybe that's what you should ask them to teach you. Okay. Uy, ang galing mo gumawa ng video content, naakit ako doon. That's what I want you to teach me. Like, what are they good at? Ano ba, Kira? Ano ba?
Ano bang basis para masabi na basic yung mga course na tinuturo nila?
Oo. First of all, ano yung pangalan ng course? Like, what did they say they were gonna teach you?
General virtual assistant.
Oh, general pala eh.
Anong mga ano ba to? Dito kasi, paano ba natin
Yung
masasabi na
tinuro
basic
niya lang
lang
kasi.
siya? Na basic yung mga tinuturo, ganyan.
Actually, manood na lang kayo ng YouTube. Wag na kayong mag-enroll sa course na yun. Kasi,
Or-
yung tinuturo niya.
Or mag-join kayo sa Barangay VA. Kasi yung mga general nila is free. Their general stuff is free. I think even their basic social SMM stuff is free. Yung Barangay VA.
Yeah.
Yes.
So ano yung tinuro
Free
sa sa general? Ano ba 'yon? Yung mga Google Calendar, mga ganyan.
Ay, oo. Pero, like, one session lang yung, sabay-sabay na yung 3 hours na yun.
Okay, ano pang tinuro?
Bale, there's a Google Classroom. Yung may mga part 1, part 2, part 3. I find it basic kasi yung mga videos doon, yung what are the qualities of a virtual assistant, yung mga ganun.
Okay,
Like,
ano
I was expecting more. Gusto ko yung totoong trabaho talaga, kung paano mag-Excel, anong yung mga jobs talaga ng virtual assistant. Turuan kami mag-Excel, mag-data entry, yung mga ganun. Gusto ko yung mga technical stuff.
Those are basic.
Yeah, pero I did
Well,
not find it.
Well, when you signed up, ano ba yung promise nila na ituturo nila? Kasi if you tell me general, it's a general course, it's for me it's going to be an overview. And it sounds like that's what they gave you. They gave you an overview. They're not gonna go into detail and say, ito yung trabaho ng data analyst, ito yung trabaho ng SMM, ito yung trabaho ng UX designer, ito yung trabaho ng video editor. They're not gonna go into detail, of course. Like, even if I was to put together a course, 1,000, tapos bibigay ko sa'yo, lahat yon, I wouldn't do that. Lugi ako noon. Diba? The person that was offering the course that you took, like they're in a business together, like that's their business. Okay, so syempre, what's the point of doing business? Is para kumita.
Yeah.
Ibibigay nila lahat, like they're gonna give away yung CR, yung 'di ba, yung kitchen, yung living room, wala na silang kikitain. So since you signed up for a general VA course, and that's what you got. You got an overview. That's it. Kasi sa totoo lang, if you want to go into detail tungkol sa pagiging data analyst, yan, or pagiging Facebook ads expert, or sa Google Analytics, mga ganyan-ganyan, mas malaki sa 1K, babayaran mo yung sa mga specialized na training. Sa totoo lang.
Oo, kasi nung
Ano ba in-expect mo?
nag-enroll ako dati sa Facebook ads, yung kay coach, yung may-ari ng Juju Collagen. 15,000 yun. Facebook ads alone ha. Tapos with marketing na rin, ganyan. Kaya feeling ko pag general VA, tas 1,000 pesos, ano lang talaga yan, yung mga basic lang yan, mga attitude, ethics, charing. Pero yung talagang detail, like, siguro mas maganda kapag mag-enroll ka ng mga paid course, kunin mo yung mga narrow down talaga na courses. Like, halimbawa, yung specialized talaga, like, QuickBooks, kung paano talaga yung
Yeah.
alam mo back and ganyan. Kasi pag general, parang, ano nga ituturo ko sa'yo, wala namang work, di ba? Kung may work sana, katulad yan, data entry, paano mo maituturo yung data entry? Anong data entry niyo? Wala namang work.
Yeah.
So, madali lang naman mag-data entry.
There's nothing live. Oo.
I-narrow down mo, ano bang bet mo? Ano bang bet mong pasukin? Gusto mo ba more on accounting, financial, ganyan? Or gusto mo ba talaga mag-FB ads? Yun, mahal talaga yung mga yun.
Tsaka mag-expect ka na aabutin ka talaga ng buwan. Okay?
Yeah,
If you're doing it on your own, like hindi ka papasok sa VA agency, like hindi ka sa agency maghahanap ng client, or hindi ka nag-a-apply sa mga VA agency, you're doing it on your own, it's gonna take months. And I'm speaking from experience right now because I'm doing something that is totally new to me. Like, nagsimula lang ako September last year. Okay? And I have 2 coaches, but parang kulang pa rin eh. Diba? Parang, kasi, like, if...
Hindi ka satisfied, ganun eh.
Hindi ako na-satisfied kasi alam ko, like, I'm not getting the big projects because I'm not believable yet. 'Di ba? Yung pinasok ko since September is pagiging sa voiceover, right? So yung pag-voice, like, 'di ba? Yung mga project, yun like, you have to do 70 auditions, 40 to 70 before you get a project. Or kung gusto mo, patulan yung mga maliliit yung mga bayad, pero marami, 'di ba? Yung mga ganyan. I don't want that. I want the big projects, right? But I know that I'm not believable yet. Okay? So, since like September to December, nag-aaral ako sa voiceovers. Like, I watch people, I listen to people, I go to TikTok, there's people that I follow for voiceovers. I try to do daily practice for voiceovers. At the same time, I need a brand as a voiceover artist and as a voice actor. Tapos, nung simula, sabi ko, ayoko yung mga acting. Like, I'm not good at acting. I'm not, 'di ba? Pero, sa totoo lang, dito sa Pilipinas, hindi mo matatakasan ng voice acting. Kasi karamihan sa atin is nagdadub ng mga cartoons, nagdadub ng kung ano-ano, right? So, and ang dami, yung mga audition na dumarating din sa akin, like, I have, like, in my inbox right now, there's jobs for female North London accent, Female Manchester accent. Mga ganon.
Wow.
Female BIPOC. 'Di ba? Alam niyo ba yung BIPOC? Yung
No,
mga
ma'am.
yung mga minority, yung mga, like
Mm. Mm-mm.
yung mga Asian,
Job.
mga
Ay,
yan, mga.
okay.
So, I realized in like last month that I need to do acting, okay, to be believable. So, nagre-research ako. As it happens, naka-enroll ako sa Skillshare. Okay, sa Skillshare, marami pong course. Okay, tapos naka-promo pa siya last year, 1,200 pesos per year, lahat nandun na. Like, and if you're a voice actor or a voice-over artist, hindi lang voice-over po problemahin mo, pati yung pag-edit. Okay, so for example, pag nag-audition ako, I have to read their piece and then I have to edit my audition before I send it to the client. Pag binigyan ako ng trabaho, for example, I'm gonna do a radio ad for an Australian telecommunications company. Kahit 15 seconds lang yon, kailangan ako mag-edit ng audio ko bago i-send sa client. Okay, so you're not just a voice actor or voiceover artist. Now you have to learn how to edit. Okay, you have to edit out yung mga plosives, yung mga kailangan tanggalin mo yun. Yung mga sibilants, yung mga hindi maganda sa tenga, kailangan marunong ka mag-edit nun, di ba? Kailangan marunong ka mag-normalize ng sound. So all that crap, right, I learned on my own. Okay, like I have a voice-over coach, but they only help. Tsaka ano sila, puti. Puti sila eh. So, isipin nyo yung tulong na nakukuha, yung natatanggap ng mga estudyante ni Hope sa kanya. Yung mga puti ng mga coach, they will give you even less than that. Even less help. Okay? They'll only help you with the voice-over side. Tapos, kung gusto mong matutunan yung mga editing sa kanila, sa audition, iba yung bayad. If you want to learn how to edit in Audacity, iba din yung bayad. See? So, I had to learn all that crap on my own. On my own. So, I know where you're coming from na you have zero knowledge and then you signed up for a course, this is what you're expecting, that's not what you got. You have to be prepared to do a lot of it on your own. Gora lang, Jairo. Balik ka na lang. You have to be prepared to do a lot of it on your own. Okay? So ngayon, a lot of what I'm doing is, nire-research ko ngayon is yung mga acting techniques like kay Meisner, kay Lee Strasberg. I'm trying to find what is the acting style that will make my voice acting believable. Because that's what people buy, is if you're believable. Kahit ngayon, kahit even as VA or freelancer, naghahanap kayo ng VA coach, you want somebody who is believable. Right? Who's gonna give you solutions na doable, na kaya nyong gawin. Hindi yung, para sa akin, ito yung isa sa pinaka-stupid na solution na narinig ko. So one of the problems that, people always ask is, hindi ako ganun kagaling mag-English. So English ba ginagamit pag VA freelancer? Well, usually yes. So how can I improve sa English ko? Well, magbasa ka, manood ka ng TV, magganto-ganto, ganyan. Like, honestly, kung yan lang ang solusyon mo, it's gonna take months before you actually get, really good at what you want, which is, learning to communicate in English. Okay? Ano yung actionable? Is that actionable? Yeah, but it's gonna take months. Okay? What will get you there faster? Find somebody who's gonna give you some feedback. 'Di ba? Yung magaling mag-English. Magtanong ka sa kanila, "Uy, baka pwede mo ko feedbackan kasi." Tapos gumawa ka talaga ng plano na, "Uy, sa every Saturday mag-meet tayo and then I'm gonna write something, then I'm gonna read it to you, or mag-converse tayo in English lang, ganyan." So, that's gonna help you learn English faster. imbes na nagbabasa ka lang or honest, like ngayon pa lang, right? Like I'm
Mhm.
going to YouTube to research all these like acting classes and acting methods and stuff like that, but it's all one way. Like ako lang nanonood, there's nobody giving me feedback and saying, alam mo, mas bagay sa'yo yung Chekhov acting technique.
Mhm.
Okay? Because ito yung prinsipyo mo eh. Ito yung ganto-ganto. Mas babagay sa yung ganon. So, you should be doing mga exercises ni Michael Chekhov. See? Nobody is guiding me. Like, I'm finding it out on my own. Right? So, because I want the big projects, I want the big jobs, but I'm not there yet. Like, I'm not there yet. So it's an ongoing thing. So I get where you're coming from, because I'm doing it on my own right now for something that I really want. Anong 1 week lang makakapa mo yan? Uy, Kira, huwag ka ganyan ah. Huwag ka ganyan. Like, pagiging VA, pagiging freelancer, makakapa mo in 1 week? I doubt that
Mhm.
very much. No, no. And isipin mo, like si AD pa lang, she's been a freelancer for years. Okay, si Hope, she's
Mhm.
been a VA and freelancer for years. Okay, I've been working from home for, I don't know, I would say 11 years.
Wow.
Right? So, and everyone has their own horror stories. I doubt sa mga luma, if you ask them, no one is gonna
Mhm.
tell you, oy, nakapa ako yan within 1 week. No.
Mhm.
Ako nga, first week ko, after 1 week, gusto ako bitawan ng kliyenta. And
Bakit?
take note English is my first language. I am British educated.
Wow.
Gusto ako
Okay.
bitawan ng client
Bakit
after my
naman?
first week. Kasi wala po akong appointments. Yan ang
Appointment.
pinasok ko eh, appointment setter. Wala naman ako ibang skill. Okay, galing ako sa BPO. Marunong ako mag-calls. That's all they saw. Yun lang nakikita sa'yo. Marunong ka mag-calls? Dito ka. They don't care. They don't care that I'm British educated.
Napansin
They,
ko rin, madam.
they don't care that, like, I took my IGCSEs. Okay. POC
What
ako ng
IGCSE?
CSAT sa Chase dati. The whole of a department. I was POC for CSAT. They don't give a shit about that. They don't care. Okay. What type of VA are you? I've been a lot of different types of VAs. A lot.
All
And now I'm
around.
trying something new. Okay, I'm 49 years old. Now I'm trying something. Nagba-branch out ako sa ibang klaseng field uli.
Ma'am, wait lang. 49 ka na?
Yeah, I'm 49.
I don't believe you.
I'm 49. Want to see my birth certificate?
You're too young.
I'm 49. So, like,
You're too
hello.
young to look 49.
Guys, like, yung nagsisimula kayo or nagsisimula kayo ulit, like, I get where you're coming from. It's hard. Ang hirap. Ang hirap, diba? Like, okay, so yung first voiceover na project ko, I sinwerte lang ako doon, sa totoo lang. It's beginner's luck.
Bakit? Bakit, madam?
Because, like, hindi ko na ina-expect lang walang kakwenta-kwenta, hindi ako marunong maglinis ng audio. Although mababa lang yung bayad, it was like $50, $75, something like that. Tsaka, medyo mahirap siya kasi yung pronunciation ng mga Japanese na mga cities. Ni-research ko pa yun lahat. Like, over 100 cities. Kasi yun yung voice-over project is for a train line. Di ba yung sa, yung sa MRT? Yung, you are now approaching Monumento. Mga ganon. Yun yung project, but for Japanese train line. Di ba? So, naisip mo ba yung parang, we are now reaching Takadano Baba.
Oh my God. Sa dami nun,
The
inisa-isa
stairs
mo
are on the left side. Mga ganon. So, lahat, yung mga syudad, hindi madali yun. Hindi lahat Tokyo, hindi lahat ganon. Diba? Isa yung ni-research ko, Diyos ko, day. Umabot ako ng 2 days bago ko na-submit sa client. Okay.
Wow.
How much po earning range as VA? What type of VA? There's so many different types.
Ma'am, ask ko lang gali. Sa appointment, yung sinabi mo na finare ka, sa
Ay, hindi
appointment,
ako finire. Muntik
bakit?
na ako matanggal.
Okay. Ano yung sa appointment setter? Hindi mo yan forte?
Wala naman ako forte nun kasi kakasimula ko pa lang as VA nun eh. Like, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Okay. So,
Pero ngayon, like, you mastered it?
well, I'm not, like, yung first client, like, pumasok ko sa VA agency noon. Yun yung training na binigay sa akin as appointment setter. So, obviously, I have not been an appointment setter for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, yan yung unang role ko is appointment setter for Zillow. So, 1.5 years ako dun sa client. After nun, appointment setter pa rin ako pero ginawa akong EA. So, EA plus appointment setter na ako. And then after nun, ginawa akong EA plus appointment setter plus HR manager, kunyari, sa US para makahire siya sa US. Plus, backup sa contracts and admin. Okay, that was my first
ngayon,
4
yung work
years.
mo?
Ano na?
4 years talaga.
4
Ngayon
years,
kasi,
first 4 years ko yon. And then, pinromote ako, ginawa kong operations manager. And siguro mga, wala pang 1 year, pinromote ako uli. Ginawa kong business development director. And then after that, after 5.5 years, pinirate ako ng isa pang client. So,
Anong meaning ng pinirate, ma'am?
pinirate ako ng isa pang client. More on sales. So, nagsimula ako sa kanya as sales. And then, naging operations manager ulit ako. And then, naging operations director. So, that was my last role, was operations director.
Hanggang ngayon, sa kanila,
Hindi, umalis ako sa kanila nung October last year.
Bago lang.
Yeah. But, obviously, I'm not gonna be an appointment setter for 10 years. Like, why would I do that? Like,
Kasi ngayon, ma'am, ang role ko ngayon, ang trabaho ko ngayon, appointment setter.
okay.
Pero sa Instagram lang. Ang
What do
gaan
you mean
niya
sa
lang.
Instagram lang?
Yung mga coach na nagbibenta ng mga courses, bale ako yung nag-handle ng mga messages sa Instagram.
Okay, hindi appointment setter ang tawag doon. That's lead
Okay,
gen.
ano po?
Kasi yung appointment setter, calls yun eh. Usually calls yun. Minsan may calls plus chat plus email. Pero kung ano ka lang, chat ka lang, nagsiset ng appointment, lead gen yun. Lead generation.
Lead gen? Okay.
Yeah.
Google ko yun mamaya.
Dali, tinitingnan ko pa yung mga available na trabaho. Wait lang. May pinost ako na yung call ko dati from 10 years ago.
Saan mo pinost, ma'am?
Dito sa
Dito
TikTok.
sa TikTok.
Oo.
Bago
Kaso last year pa yun.
bago na ako mag-follow sa'yo.
Okay. Sige, hanapin mo na lang. It's like one
Balikan
of the
ko.
very first calls. No, it was with my very first client. Okay. Yung niche nila is real estate.
Wow.
So, yung mga tinatawagan namin na leads is mga home seller, home buyer, minsan home seller and home buyer, mga ganun.
Gusto mo, ma'am, yung niche na sa real estate? Gusto mo yun?
At that time, wala naman akong choice eh. I didn't really have a choice. Like, wala naman ako alam sa pagiging VA nung time na yon, 10 years ago. So, yung tinanong lang sa akin, ano bang gusto mo na training, ISA or GVA? Wala namang alam what is an ISA, what is a GVA. So, when they said, do you want to be an ISA or do you want to be a GVA? Ang tanong ko, since pamilyado ko, tinanong ko, which one pays more? They said, ISA. Okay, and I started at $3.75. $3.75, 10 years ago, 11 years ago. That's how I started. So, everyone got to start somewhere. Okay. So, the clients, they don't care. Okay. They don't care kung 11 years ka sa BPO, 20 years ka sa BPO, Naging director ka sa BPO, naging STL ka sa BPO, they don't give a shit. Ang tanong lang nila, can you set appointments? Kung hindi mo kaya mag-set appointments, the next day, wala ka ng trabaho. That's what they did to me. Kasi
Ang
first,
harsh.
ano no?
Ang harsh nila.
Ganun talaga sila. That's their business.
Welcome to freelancing.
Welcome to the freelancing world and the reality. Medical scope po ako sa BPO. Also yung banking finance. Suggest po saan maka-apply. Banking finance na client. I have no idea. Your approach is wrong. Okay? Saan yung banking finance na mga clients, but you think they're in one place? I don't know where you're gonna find banking clients. Ayan, sinagot ni Andres. Matt, hello Rach or MedVA. If may medical background ka, tama. You should use your knowledge. Okay? Pumasok ka, yung hello Rach, mataas ang rate. I think it's around $6 or $7 an hour.
$7
yan,
an hour.
Starting
Yes.
lang yan, mataas na yan for a beginner. Magkano ba yung starting mo, AD?
Ako nag-start last 2020, it's $3.
See? Ako 375, 11 years ago. So, hindi masyado nagbago. Okay? Starting yan, starting rate. Okay? And si AD, ano na yan? OM. What does appointment setter do? Just from the title, set appointments through phone calls. Ayan, mag-follow kayo kay Andres if you have medical background. $7 per hour, same as MedVA or Hello Rish. Okay? Gano'n ba katagal mga bigay ng feedback ang client kung hired ka na? May on the spot ba? That depends. Yeah, if the clients really like you, they'll say on the spot. They'll tell you on the spot. For me, I would wait. Iba kasi pag management eh. For VA role, I would give it, I don't know, 2 to 5 days. Ako hindi ko nahintayin yung 5 days. Like, if I haven't heard from you, I mean, magpo-follow up ako siguro after 2 days. Pag walang response to my follow-up, like, I'll wait for 5 days before deciding, ay, wala na to. Pero, nakapag-apply na ako sa iba. Thoughts about Athena po. Maganda naman ang feedback sa Athena. And sila lang yung VA agency na pag pumasok ka at natanggap ka and nagka-client ka sa kanila, empleyado ka, hindi ka VA. They pay now for government benefits, pag-ibig. Sila lang yung VA agency bukod tangi na ganon. I guess they can explore bookkeeping if they have finance experience. So I have a valuable tip. If you want to go into bookkeeping, wag nyo na aralin yung QuickBooks. Aralin nyo na lang yung NetSuite. Kasi mas malaki bayad ang NetSuite. If you have experience in NetSuite, you can command 150 to 180,000 a month. Pag QuickBooks Online, at the most, probably 50,000 a month. But NetSuite, 150 to 180 for bookkeeping. Is it easy to switch to admin tasks if I have heavy sales experience? Ayoko ng pressure, baka di ako ma-hire. What kind of admin tasks? And what skills do you have as an admin? Tanong ko. RN, opo. So RN si Andres. Okay, there. Gamitin nyo na kung ano yung knowledge nyo before sa work from home. Huwag nyo isipin na, I'm gonna start something absolutely new because you're gonna start from zero. Like me. Tsaka guys, sa mga Udemy, tsaka sa Coursera, may mga libreng course po. Kahit wala kayong pambayad, pumunta kayo doon. 'Di ba?
Oo.
May mga
Google
libre.
Garage. Yes, ako natuto ako ng digital marketing sa Google Garage.
There you go.
Tapos
Google
in-apply
Digital
ko siya.
Garage.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
tapos
Yeah.
in-apply ko siya kasi kahit naman anong training mo, pag hindi siya applied, useless din siya. So dapat ina-apply mo talaga siya. So
Tsaka,
pag nagle-learn ka, dapat yun yung focus mo sa applying bitaw. Mag-a-apply ka dun sa nil-learn mo. For example, digital marketing yung tinitraining mo, dapat pag mag-a-apply ka sa online job, sa ano, yun din yung i-apply mo para ma-check mo kung ano ba talaga ka-deep yung na-learn mo dun sa digital garage. Parang
yeah,
ganun.
sa Google, yung pinakamaganda sa Google Digital Garage is may certificate ka from Google. Once you
Yes.
finish yung basics of, yung fundamentals of digital marketing nila, it's 40 hours. So once you finish that, there's a Google certificate waiting for you.
Yes, I have one sa digital marketing. So, ganun. Ako kasi, may iba kasing mga tao na ang hilig nila mag-training, tapos hindi naman applied yung tinitrain nila. Useless yon guys. Yeah, it's good to learn something new, but if it's not applied, it's useless.
Yeah. And maganda ba pakinggan as interviewer na teachable by heart ang applicant? So, hey, Ritzelts! Hey, umakit ka. Ayan, si Ritzelts, ano yan? Expert natin sa mga techie stuff. So, whenever somebody tells me, and I'm interviewing someone, I ask them, why should we hire you? And they say, because I'm teachable, I'm trainable, I'm hardworking, I'm smart, blah, blah. Like, it goes, para sa akin na, goes in one ear and out the other ear. Why? Kasi paulit-ulit, ulit-ulit ko na naririnig yan. Tell me something different. Don't tell me that you're trainable. How do I know that? Salita mo lang yun.
Ano ba dapat ang tamang sagot, madam?
Ano bang na-achieve mo? Ano bang nakalagay sa resume mo? What can you prove to me with what I see on the resume? I can't prove that you're trainable. What can you prove? Na may proof ka na ginawa mo na. If you can't say anything, then why should we hire you? Because I know why you should hire me. And I know why you should hire 80. But if you can tell me, I'm trainable, I'm hardworking, I'm smart, like, honestly, guys, I'm like,
Bago kayo mag-apply, basahin nyo muna yung
pag-isipan nyo
responsibilities na
muna.
kailangan. Tapos, kasi yun yung inaano ng hiring. 'Di ba po, Miss Jen, nasa hiring process ka, 'di ba? Yung ano mo kasi is pag binabasa ba nila yung yung responsibilities na nilagay mo doon sa hiring process mo. Kasi kung teachable ka lang, tapos yung mga responsibilities doon na hinihingi, hindi mo naman pala kayang gawin, hindi ka na ma-hire.
Ito lang ang sasabihin ko sa inyo as a tip for interviews. Don't fucking lie in your interview just to get hired. And stand out in your interview. Alam niyo ba kung gaano karaming tao nagsasabi na I'm trainable, I'm hardworking? Isipin niyo, pinag-isipan niyo ba 'yon? Or are you saying that because everybody says it? If you're saying 100 million people are saying, you're just blending in. You're just trying to fit in like everyone else. To get hired, you need to stand out. Diba? It's exactly the same like in voice acting. Diba? The people hire you because you are believable. You're believable. I believe you. I don't believe you if you're gonna tell me I'm trainable, I'm hardworking, I'm smart. Why? Because I've heard it 100 million times already from 100 million other people. And that does not make you believable. Why should I believe you? What is believable about you? tingnan mo yung achievements mo. Kasi po, sa last work ko po, tinulungan ko po yung supervisor. Hindi siya ganun kagaling sa Excel. So, she needed a system na madali lang ma-filter yung mga absent sa hindi. So, tinulungan ko po siya. That's your achievement. Now I believe you. I believe you now. Bakit? May facts, may details. The way that you nakinwento mo, the way that you say it, okay, is believable. That's why people hire you. They don't hire you because of yung salita nyo. What about the feeling, yung emotion underneath na sinasabi ninyo? Yung problema sa mga sa interviewee is like, they just think it's all about what they say. I don't give a shit what you say. I don't even give a shit about your accent. People look at me and all they see is an accent. And they think, ay, kailangan katulad ng accent niya para ma-hire ako. That's bullshit. You try to copy my accent at the interview, I am insulted. Nakaka-insulto, ginagaya niyo yung accent ko. Nakaka-insulto. Para kayong bata. Di ba yung mga bata sa playground? Uy, ang pangit-pangit mo. Uy, ang pangit-pangit mo. Parang ganon. That's what you're doing when you're trying to copy my accent. First of all, you cannot copy my accent. Second, it's insulting. It's stupid. What's wrong with your accent? What's wrong with the way that you talk? Ganon ka ba ka-insecure? Kailangang gayahin mo yung accent ko para maintindihan ka, lalong hindi kita naintindihan. Pag-isipan nyo, bago kayo pumasok sa interview, first of all, what are you interviewing for? Who are you interviewing for? Do you really want this job? Diba? Is this job right for you? That's another one. Is this job right for you? Or ginawa nyo lang loto? Lahat ina-applyan nyo in the hopes na matatanggap kayo ng isa doon. And then what? You have a job for 3 months. Then what? You think the interviewers are that stupid? Yung iba doon, may background sa psychology, behavioral psychology. They know your behavior. They're not stupid. Hindi nyo maloloko. Usually, yung mga interviewer, lalo sa mga malalaking kumpanya, naghahanap sila yung mga may degree in psychology, behavioral science, behavioral psychology. Respetuhin nyo yung interviewer. Don't just think about your answers. Here's the question you ask yourself. Are you believable? Are you believable? Will the interviewer believe you? And you know what? You're more believable when you tell the truth. Pagka short lang ba yung final interview, may impact ba yun? What was in the final interview? Yan tanong ko. Kasi if it's for a management role, tas maikli lang, that's bad. It's a bad sign. Ito pa yung sasabihin ko, guys. Sa mga experience na, ayan, si Results, 80, yung mga may experience na VA or freelancer, walkthrough lang ng business nila. Walkthrough. So hard ka na. Walkthrough na pala eh. So for those who are experienced, be careful who you share your clients with. Okay? In general, be careful who you share good news with. Diba? Why? Because not everyone is happy for you. So you have to be really careful who you share your good news with or your clients with. And I learned that the hard way. Okay? Bakit? Kasi meron po akong medyo regular na client for voiceover. Okay? So I've done an e-learning for her, and then she had me do an audition for, there's another e-learning which is Australian naman. Yung una may video, and then maganda yung bayad doon, $3,000, right? So,
Wow.
yung una, yung unang e-learning. Ito, hindi ko alam kung magkano. And then, she reaches out to me regularly. Tapos, minsan papatulong yun sa akin, mga minor lang,
Mm.
mga, ano siya, she's, shit, where is she from? Arabic nation. Anyway,
Mm.
tapos, she reached out to me, she said, dear, I want you to audition for movie dubbing. So it's my very first movie dub um, for Easter, di ba? Sobrang advanced. So, tas dalawa lang yung role na babae na minor. So, I did the audition for the two female roles. Mas maraming male na role. So it's like a religious movie na ewan. And then,
Mm.
it's in another language, then you have to do the English dub on top. So it's the first time that I ever did a movie dub na kailangan sabayan mo yung boses. Tapos magkaiba pa yung character. Yung isa is matanda na babae. And then the other one is a young woman. She's about to get married. Parang ganon. Mas maraming male na parts for voice actor. And then sabi niya, tinanong niya sa akin, do you have any recommendations sa mga male na voice actor? Sabi ko, I don't, but, I can, like, part ako ng ibang Facebook group for voice actor. So, sabi ko, pwede ako maghanap. So, pwede ko siya tulungan. Right? Ginawa ko, nag-post ako dito sa isang Facebook group, yung Voice Talents Philippines. So, nilagay ko doon, I have a client. She's looking for 2 to 3 male voice actors who can do 2 or 3 voices. Dalawa o tatlong klaseng voicing. Ayun. So, and I think the pay is like $3 a minute or $2 a minute or something. Pag-recording na. Okay. And then, ayun, pinost ko yun in the Facebook group. And ang daming nag-DM sa akin. Siguro may mga 40 na nag-DM sa akin. Hanggang ngayon, may nagdi-DM na ang tagal na. Tagal ko nang pinost, di ba? And sobrang bastos yung iba. Sobrang bastos. And I'm like, hello, like, this is one of my, I mean, she's not a regular client, but, kumbaga, may project na tuloy-tuloy, di ba? Parang, and I am sharing my client with you. Okay? Tapos, yung iba pag nag-DM, syempre may instructions si client na go to this Google file, and then there's a PDF, and then there's the MP4 na kailangan sabayan mo yung bibig, di ba? Sabayan mo yung boses, you have to decide which characters you want, ganyan. Or you want to voice, mga ganyan. And then, kailangan i-mute mo the other voices if you're gonna do your voiceover na. So, ipapatong mo yun dun sa MP4. Ayun. And then, binigay niya yung WhatsApp na number niya. Right? And yung iba, sobrang bastos. Like, sa akin pa lang, I'm voice actor. Parang ganun pa siya. I'm really good at what I do. Okay. Show me a sample. Diba? Tapos, magbibigay sa'yo ng sample, Diyos ko, day. Hi, Coachy! Hi, Coach Potato. Diyos ko, day. Yung voice sample is sobrang immature. It's sobrang, alam mo na medyo bagito. Tapos, ito yung matindi, ah. Yung mga medyo bago, sila pa yung pinakabastos. Okay. Tapos, merong isa, Amerikano, he lives in Makati daw. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, this is gonna be good as my first project. Okay. I didn't say that I'm hiring you yet. I just said this is an audition. Okay. Like, I auditioned too. Diba? So, yung assumption, diba?
Medyo mura-mura pa nga yan eh.
Yung assumption na parang, hi, Coachy, how are you? Ayan, may meeting pa si Coach. So, yung assumption na parang ibibigay na sa kanya yung trabaho. Tapos may isa pa, gusto niya, bayaran ko siya para mag-audition siya. What? An audition is like an interview. Okay? It's exactly like an interview. So you are not always the right fit. Diba? Hi, Brian. So, sa mga nagtatanong about Athena, Brian, follow Brian, who just joined. Tiga Athena yan. Yan. Brian, hello. Ayan. Brian, there's people who are interested in Athena. So, in the room. So, ikaw, kaya mo bang umakyat? Ayan. So, guys, like, isipin mo, may nagpapabayad para ma-interview siya. Okay. And I'm like, the most famous voice actors in the world, they audition for free. Tapos ikaw nagpapabayad ka? Okay. So, the lesson there is be careful who you share your good news with, who you share your assets with, who you share your clients with. Okay? Wag nyo basta-basta, like, for me, never na ako mag-share sa grupo na yan. Sobrang bastos. Yung mga ibang, hindi naman lahat, yung mga luma, yung mga working na voice actors, sila yung mababait eh. Sila pa yung mababait. Yung isa radio DJ pa. Take note. Diba? Sila pa yung mabait, sila pa yung machika. Diba? Chichikahin ka pa. How are you? Merry Christmas. Blah, blah, blah. Ayan, pakitin natin si Brian. Baka gusto niyang to talk about Athena. Sa mga interested mag-apply sa Athena. So, sa mga experienced VAs, freelancers, be really, 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 really careful. Hi, Marge. Who you share your clients with. Sino nagpapabayad to audition? I don't know who he was. Like, yung introduction niya sa akin, hi, native English speaker here. Parang, sabi niya, is there, sabi niya, are we being paid for the audition? Okay. Sabi ko, it's an audition and I'm a native English speaker too and I auditioned for free. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, I'm not gonna do any editing until I get paid. Okay. Yung editing, yung ibig niya sabihin, yung i-mute yung ibang boses tapos ipapatong yung voice over niya dun sa MP4 na binigay ni client. Ayaw niya gawin yon until he gets paid. And you know what? It'll take you fucking 10 minutes. I used CapCut for it. It was really easy, right? Go to CapCut, ihiwalay mo yung audio, okay, i-mute mo yung audio, patong mo yung sayo, save it, send it to the client. Takes you fucking 10 minutes. He wanted to get paid to do that. For an audition. I don't care kung balikbayan ka, I don't care kung ikaw pa si Elon fucking Musk. Okay? The most famous voice actors in the world, they audition for free. Yung mga Hollywood actors, like real actors, like Scarlett Johansson, she doesn't get paid to audition. Either ino-offeran siya ng role, 'di ba? Sasend sa kanya, "Oy, this role was written specially for you." Adi alam mo para sa iyo talaga, 'di ba? Or mag-audition ka. Daming ganun. Like, ang daming ganun, 'di ba? Parang interview lang eh. Sino bang binabayaran para mag-interview? Kahit yung mga management natin yan, si Coach Potato, OM yan, si AD, OM yan, si Ma'am Hope, Chief Operations. Oh. They interview for free, guys. Okay? Kung pipiratahin sila sa iba, they will interview for free. Maybe iba talaga mataas ang lipad. Yeah, I know, right? It was so fucking weird. I was like, who gets paid to fucking audition? Like, who are you? Tom Cruise? Right? Who are you? Yes po, I audition for free. Pero lagi pa rin rejected. Well, you'll get more rejections than, I think that if you're lucky enough to get a project, like, be really sweet to the client. Build that relationship with the client. It's exactly the same as sa pagiging VA or freelancer. Diba? You really need to build that relationship with the client. But you should still have boundaries. Dapat may hindi yung lahat gagawin mo sa client to sinasagot mo 24/7, di mo matatagalan yun. And you know what? I wouldn't do that because you spoil the client. Don't spoil the client. Like, have boundaries. You still have your real life. Okay? Shania Twain is not impressed. Oh yeah. I love that video. May isang client ako last year, ginawan ko ng presentation, market research, and strat all for free. I think that's a bit... Kung client mo na, I think okay lang. But if hindi mo pa client, like, that's a lot. Yeah, no problem. I ended up closing a really good deal sa kanta. Yeah, so voices.com, and I don't even have an account with them. They've already sent me 2 auditions for na may kanta. Okay, so, like, I'm gonna rebrand. So I'm gonna build my brand around the fact that I can sing and I can do musical arrangement, since I'm getting some auditions now. Yung isa parang it was a composer. He's doing a musical that had a bird and a little girl. Parang ganon. Tapos yung isa TTS. Okay. Well, medyo na konsensya ako sa TTS, but like, it's a lot of money. So. I mean, di ko pa siya client noon. Ayun. So, hindi pa client. Diba? Yeah. Be really careful who you share your clients with. Be careful who you share your good news with. Why? Not everyone is happy for you. Okay. Yung iba, sasabihin lang, oh, I'm so happy for you. But they're not really happy for you. Kaya, kailangan medyo maingat kayo sa kung kanina nyo i-share yung good news ninyo. Sa mga trusted nyo, family, friends, yung really close friends that you know will be happy for you. Pero yung ikakalat nyo sa Facebook, tapos tapos yung pala parang halma, workmate mo dati, mga ganyan. Uy, kamusta na? I saw that you closed the blah blah, mga ganyan. Yung pala may balak. Diba? But like being a VA or a freelancer, it's all about how believable you are. How believable are you? At the interview, how believable are you? So, hindi na ako masyadong nag-i-interview sa ngayon. I post about my biz, pero kasi target ko prospect clients. Yeah, I have a feeling I have to rebrand. Rebrand. May audition pa nga ako natanggap, although hindi ako nakuha, kasi it was my first audition na may French. Okay. I took French in high school. Okay. Which tells you how long ago I haven't done French. Tas ano siya, parang call center na French-Canadian. So, ano siya, or company na French-Canadian. So it was like, thank you for calling Well Simple. Merci d'avoir appelé Well Simple. Diba? For English, press 1. Pour le service en français, faites le 2. Branding project manager ako. Cool. Free rebranding consultation. Yeah, I worked in digital marketing, so I think I know how to rebrand. I mean, kailangan ko ipasok yung musical background ko, I think, because I might get more jobs that way. Sa ngayon, hindi ko sinasama yung musical background eh. But I'm getting auditions with like singing stuff. Dadagdag ko lang yan. And I do some writing stuff on the side. Height up ngayon, yan, kasi post-pandemic, everyone wants a fresh start sa industry. Yeah, I get it. I think everyone wants a fresh start anywhere. Um, and I'm actually still at the fresh start because I only started in September. Can we hear you sing, po? Well, I usually sing metal, so joke. If I had a choice, I would sing metal. Okay, that's what I like. But I'll sing anything. Kung nasa smule kayo, you can follow. Nasa smule ba kayo? Meron akong open call sa smule. Nag-journey ako. You can join that. Wala ka sa No, I'm in Fairview, Quezon City. Hindi ba halata? Nasa meeting pa si Coachy. I want to get his take on if you had a friend that don't have any background as a VA or freelancer and they want to work part-time. Saan ka po lumaki? Somewhere else. Okay. And gusto nila mag part-time VA or freelancer. Papatulong sa'yo. Diba? Pero wala sila experience as VA or freelancer. Yung mahirap kasi doon is zero knowledge yung tao. Okay, hey Kim, what's up? Zero knowledge yung tao. Okay? So they don't really know what they're letting themselves in for. Okay? The fact that you're already putting limits na gusto kong maging part-time VA. First of all, second of all, it's not always your choice if part-time ka or hindi. Oh, sabi ni Arnel, I'm tired of having 2 clients. I don't get enough sleep. Let me guess, that's 2 full-time clients, right? Dalawang full-time. Wait lang, palabasin ko lang yung aso. Wait lang. Baba ka po. Baba siya mo. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Treaties. You like treaties, baby? You like treaties? Why would you take on 2 full-time clients? I would never do that. Come here, baby.
Hello!
Hello, Coachy. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Kamusta naman ang New Year natin? Mukhang busy na agad.
Hindi naman, pero may kasama lang ako.
Hi!
Hello! How are you?
Happy New Year to you!
Happy New Year!
Hi,
Oy,
Ben!
anong
Hi,
ginagawa
Coach.
niyo dyan?
Ito,
Wow! Uy, tagay-tagay. So, hindi kayo working today?
just finished.
Tatapos lang niya.
Ay, oo, half day, Half day ba kayo? Half day? Ay, hindi. 1:30 pa lang,
Yeah.
Hi!
Hi, how are you?
Okay naman po.
Mukha po.
Opo. Okay naman po.
So, kakasimula nyo pa lang.
Opo, nag-work pa rin po ako.
Siya nag-work pa rin. Oh,
Yes.
patagay na lang. Hi, Gab. Ayan, ito si Arnel daw, Coachy. I'm tired of having 2 clients. I don't get enough sleep. 2 full-time clients.
Why do you
Take
need
note.
a question? Why do you need 2?
Exactly. Why? Why 2 full-time clients? Why? Come, baby. Come on. Pakitin natin si Arnel. Pwede ko siya.
Kasi
Work
sa
and
akin lang kung masyadong siguro kaya kailangan niya ng dalawa para
kulang yung isa.
in terms of income targets. Pero I don't know. Tanong natin kay Arnel.
Come here po. Come.
Hello po.
Hello, bakit po dalawang full-time? Ayan.
Before kasi, yung client, well, I started as one full-time and then all of a sudden, there's this yung EOS na entrepreneurial operating system.
Mm-mm.
And then they're looking for the right person for the right seat. However, unfortunately, I was laid off. And fortunately then, a week before ako tanggalin ni client, nakakuha na ako ng pang part-time sana. So, dun sa part-time ko, nag-full-time na ako nun kasi tinanggal na ako dun sa una. And then, since maliit lang yung sahod nung supposedly part-time, naghanap ako ng isa. So, I was thinking na another full-time kasi pwede naman ako naman siya, flexible naman yung nakuha kong part-time. Of course, it's part-time. Tapos yung nakuha kong bago, full-time siya din pang gabi. And then, so I was I was working for 2 clients na. And then, dun sa medyo flexible na client, medyo nagbawas ako ng hours. And then, napansin ng PL ko na, bakit hindi ka nagko-40 hours?
Okay.
So, I was caught off guard kasi I thought na dahil nga flexible siya, pwedeng gawin ko siyang part-time. And then yung bago ko, yun yung gagawin kong full-time. So, I ended up working for 80 hours in a week.
Hindi ba klaro na 40 hours yung akala mo na part-time?
Yung nakuha ko po kasing flexi, alam nung TL na meron akong existing client.
Okay.
Sabi niya, okay, you can work for probably 6 hours. And then, it came to a point na yung una kong client, tinanggal ako. Then, nag-full-time na ako sa kanya. Na dahil maliit yung sahod, kumuha pa ako ng isa. And I did not expect na i-require ako nung first client ko na mag-full-time. So, I'm working like 14 hours in a day. Yeah, 14 hours
have you
in a day.
talked to them about that? Because sa totoo lang, hindi ka magtatagal. You're not. You can probably do that for at best for the next 30 days, but hindi ka magtatagal. And pag nagkasakit ka, then what?
Parang hindi nga po worth it yung pay.
So what's your plan? You're gonna talk to them and say, look, I thought it was part-time. I cannot do full-time.
Right now po kasi ang ginagawa ko, 6 hours dun sa first client, Amazon VA, and then 8 hours naman dun sa full-time na panggabi. So I work from 12 noon to 3 a.m. So from 12 to 6, first client, then break for 1 hour. Then 7 to 3, full-time, dun sa second client. And then for me to make up for the 40 hours for my first client, I work Saturday, 8 hours.
And
So
how long have you been doing that?
Surprisingly, I was able to make up until how many months? 3 months running.
Okay, and so it's 14 hours a day. And
Yeah.
then how long
5
do you
hours of
plan
sleep.
to keep doing that?
I'm thinking po na i-let go yung first one kasi medyo mababa yung rate niya, and hindi ako hindi ako in-approve for increase kasi it's been 6 months already. I'm thinking of keeping the second client because it's more higher, or it's offering a higher rate. And then if I need additional, then I can ask for OTs. So, yun po. Pero, yun nga, 5 hours to 6 hours a day of sleep. It's killing me.
5 to 6 hours? Why? What's normal for you?
Um, Ideally, it's supposed to be 8 hours, but um, you don't usually get um quality sleep between 4 a.m. to like daytime. I'm in the BPO for like 7 years, and then nag-stop siya kasi I started VA since 2021. So parang nag-adjust na ulit yung sleeping pattern. So if it's daytime, I really can't sleep anymore. So when I sleep at 4 a.m., I wake up like 9 a.m. So it's too early, even though my shift starts at 12. So yun.
Yeah, I don't honestly, I really can't recommend yung dalawang full-time. Honestly, kasi magkakasakit ka niyan eh. Magkakasakit ka niyan. That's why for me, it's like what's ideal is maybe one client and then mga racket around it.
Yes
Kasi
po.
yung racket ang pwede kong i-adjust. Okay?
Yes.
Usually when you say client, they come with a schedule. Okay,
Mhm.
they tell you, yeah, these should be your working hours. Okay, and if it's not doable, you need to be honest with them. Like not being honest with them is honestly not helping you, and it's not helping the client at all.
Yes po.
And then sa kwento mo pa lang, it's like you're feeling that, oh, it's kind of not really worth it. So why do it if it's not worth it? Ba't hindi ka na lang rumakit?
Um, at first po kasi nung nilet go ako nung first client ko, he was the first client when I entered VA, or the VA industry. So I was like scared just to try. So everything that comes in, I really tried to make it work, because I'm scared of not really, or scared of being unemployed. And then I was caught off guard. I have two clients already. Um, and yeah, nice
So,
to meet you.
tanong ni Marvin, how much po ang salary range as Amazon VA? And Amazon VA, medyo high pressure yung niche siya.
Ako, if the question's for me, I
Yeah.
started as a product researcher, and my rate back then was $3.75. $3.75. Then after 3 months, we go by the month, so that's $800 per month. Na. Ang hirap po kasi before, once a month lang yung sahod. Pero yeah, it's starting $3.07 for product researcher, and then it went up to 800 per month.
Ayan, does that answer your question, Marvin? 375 starting po. 375 an hour starting. Planning to apply as a VA po. I don't know which niche is good for a newbie. Any tips po? Well, what's your current work history? What skills do you have that you think an online client will pay for? If you're going to ask me, which niche is good for a newbie?
You want a high paying niche UX designer, and you're like, what's that? See? So it doesn't make any sense for me to tell you what you should be doing. What is your history outside of being a VA or a freelancer? Because that's what, yun na yung experience mo, you might as well continue it. Kasi yun yung may experience ka na, di ba? Anong year po you started? I don't remember. 2011, 2012. Oh, it was 11 years ago. Yan, si Coach Potato, mas matagal pa yan. 14 years. Yung sister ko na mas, youngest sister ko, maybe about 16 years or so. Ganon.
And also the container door will stay locked when we pick it up. And can add a high security desk left to your coat. It's only $14.99 and it comes with 2 keys and a privacy key. The high security desk lock.
Because I know what it's like to start with something absolutely new that you have no background in. Kasi last year, September, for some reason, I was led there anyway. Ayun, nagsimula ako sa, voiceovers and shit like that. And I'd never done anything like that before. Like, I have a musical background, that's true, okay? But, voiceovers is a different thing. Like, may narration, may announcement, may voice act. There's so many fields. And I had to sort all that out myself. There's influencers, okay, that give you tips on TikTok, but nobody's going to hold my hand and say, okay, as a new voice actor, this is what you need to do. Ito yung mga klase na voices kailangan i-develop mo. Hey laddie, what's up? Like, nobody did that for me. And until now, I'm still, doing, like, I'm still doing it on my own. I'm still learning. I've decided that, I need to, I need to become better at acting if I want to be a better voice actor, if I want the really big projects. Happy New Year, laddie. So, like, yung mga acting techniques like yung kay Meisner, yung kay Michael Chekhov, yung kay Lee Strasberg, all those techniques, like, I have to do those on my own.
And we'll go into pricing in a minute.
Mary, pa-mute po.
To deliver the container to your place,
whoever's talking to somebody in the background, just mute yourself, because we can hear you.
$37.90. For the monthly recurring charge, plus the container only protection
Mary, please
option,
mute.
that is $259.95 with tax.
Wait,
And for
let's mute. See if I can mute
let me go
her.
ahead and secure today for you.
I can't. Mary, pa-mute po. We can hear you. It's a little distracting.
Hey Jen, I'm gonna go down for the meantime.
Yeah, no worries.
Oo.
Come back up. May tanong ako
Medyo-
sa'yo.
Yeah. Ako ba?
Yeah.
Yeah, ang question mo, madam.
What can you say about sharing your clients?
Sharing your client with another VA?
Yeah, with other VAs.
Well, I guess if you're confident with that other person, like you really, really know how capable that person is, and then alam mo talaga na kahit iwanan mo siya na hindi ka nakabantay, talagang gagawin niya yung trabaho na hindi ka maaabala. there's pros and cons din kasi. Ang cons kasi doon, um, it depends on the person. Ang cons kasi doon, if you don't know the person personally, parang wala kayong personal connection, there's a risk of betrayal. You know what I mean?
Yep. Has that happened to you?
It did not happen to me, but
Not yet. Okay.
I see situations wherein the other VA was trying to destroy the other person.
Another person that you referred?
Hindi naman. I've seen it from another another friend na uh, share sila ng client, and then this person hindi niya alam, parang kumbaga sinisira na pala siya nung isa dun sa client, which is a risk na kung kaya mong i-prevent.
Paano mo nalaman sinisiraan?
Well, stories been told. I just don't know which one is the truth, pero since it was shared to me, I guess it's kind of a possibility that would happen in cases na share kayo ng client. Now, it depends on your areas of responsibility. Pareho ba kayo ng trabaho? Like, ikaw ba ang ginagawa mo is parehong-pareho ng ginagawa ng isa? Do you have, do you both have the same station sa client mo, or mas nakakaangat ka because you have, let's say, managerial position? So if you have a better station than the other person, you can protect yourself from being, subjected to betrayal, kasi it happens. It
Yeah.
happens. It's a possibility na hindi man natin ma-experience right now, but it is a possibility.
Yeah, naalala ko yung last live ko, which was before New Year's. May shit, I forgot his name. Pero siya yung in-invite. 'Di ba? Shinare sa kanya yung client. But then, when he came on board, yung nang invite sa kanya, doon niya nalaman na parang medyo bulok magtrabaho. Na siya mas maabilidad, 'di ba? So he was at a crossroads, like, because he can very well, show with his quality of work na mas magaling siya para matanggal yung nag-invite sa kanya, 'di ba? And he was asking in the live na, is that what he should do? Like, just get that person kicked out kahit siya yun nang invite sa kanya? Or should he talk to the person? Or should he talk to the client? Parang ganun. So,
That's a thing, kasi let's say ako may ni-refer ako, and then yung ni-refer ko
mas magaling.
mas magaling.
Oo.
So it's my fault kasi hindi ako nag-upskill, or hindi ako gumagawa ng paraan para i-improve yung sarili ko and yung quality of work ko. And then that other person is intelligent enough to bring it to the management, to the client, na hindi ako efficient, hindi ako working according to the client standards. Then it's the right of the client to know what's happening. Pero
Tama.
although yung person na ni-refer ko is siya yung nasa tamang side ng argument, hindi nga ako nagtatrabaho ng maayos. Samantalang siya, that person is working his ass off and he's doing well compared to me. And then the client has the right to know what's happening. Although nasa tamang side yung ni-refer ko, when you look at it on both ends, pag siya nagsumbong kay client regarding sa akin, well, there's still, some sort of betrayal in the process, because ako yung
Yes.
nag-refer sa'yo. Why do you have to, throw me under the bus?
Yes, exactly. I mean, the fact na nagtatanong siya at that time shows na may konsensya yung tao. 'Di ba? And I'm not saying what I would have done in that position, but the fact that you're considering, 'di ba? Para sa akin, if medyo nagdududa ka, if you think there's hope para isalba yung relationship ninyo nang invite sa'yo, kausapin mo. 'Di ba? Na parang, alam mo, napapansin ko na medyo kulang ka sa ganito. So, you should upskill yourself na ganito, ganito, ganyan, ganyan. Because I think this is what the client is looking for. Right? Bigyan mo ng chance to upskill. Ngayon, if it was me, like, sige, kausapin ko once. and give them a little bit of time to upskill. If they don't upskill, talk to the client and say, "This is what you're looking for, but and I know that I'm kind of new to the team, and I'm so sorry about that, but I need to tell you that this is happening, right? Because it's for the good of the business."
Yeah, exactly. And hindi may iwasan na magkaroon ng ganong pangyayari, especially if you are the person who's very concerned about the business and ni-refer ka by someone, and then that person is not working for the benefit of the business. Of course, you will have to protect yourself and protect the business because that is your bread and butter.
Mm.
And then the other person, since meron kasing merong may underlying hiya doon sa person na nag-refer sa'yo na nahihiya ka na alam mo yon, i-call out siya sa client kasi you wouldn't be in this position, in this work, kung hindi rin dahil dun sa tao na nag-refer sa'yo. But of course, you have to separate your personal and your professional affairs. And yung priorities mo pagdating sa trabaho, it has to be the business, it has to be your professional um, circumstances that you have to take into consideration. Now, siguro kung ganun yung mangyayari, I'm just looking at from from the bad side of sharing client.
Yeah.
So, kung ganun yung mangyayari, I would suggest na before you go into the client, try to talk to that person and see what you both can compromise together if you are willing to help that other person to improve, and then he agrees or she agrees to accept yung tulong na gusto mong ibigay sa kanya, then that's better. You can both work together for your mutual benefit. But of course, magkakaiba yung tao. Meron siya mataas ang ego.
Yes.
Pag kinall out mo yan, baka sabihin pa niya, ba't mo ako pinakikialaman? Mas matagal
Yeah.
na ako dito sa trabaho. And then,
True.
if there will be anyone na magko-call out, dapat ako yon kasi ako yung senior mo.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
baka magkaroon pa sila doon pa magkaroon ng pagtatalo. So, bottom line is, there is both a bad and a good side of sharing client. The good side of it is you both are benefiting from that client, and you are able to help that other person to have the same opportunity like what you had. Pero you have to also put into consideration yung mga possible circumstances that would arise because of that setting na magkapareho kayo ng client. And siguro ang masasabi ko na lang doon, you have to make sure that you are protecting yourself. Kasi at the end of the day, you are both competing for the client's attention. And when it comes to the point na si client will have to choose between you and the other person kasi mag-scale down si client, medyo hindi maganda yung business, you're already set. You have already established yourself as a better person as compared to the other one. Kahit ni-refer mo yon, si client na mismo ang magde-decide na kung sino yung i-keep niya. So, the work will still goes into how well you put yourself into getting yourself better at work. Regardless kung may onset ng betrayal with the other person, the fact na ginagawa mo yung trabaho mo and you're doing well at that, you don't have to worry about, whatever comes next.
Yeah, I mean, swerte nga yung tao who's not doing a good job because yung in-invite niya is may konsensya. Okay?
Mm-mm.
Na nagtatanong pa sa TikTok. But, if it was like a lot of other people, they wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, magkakaiba talaga. So,
Like,
the
they wouldn't
situation,
care. Like,
yeah,
okay, kung iisipin ng ibang tao, okay, kung wala ka, mas may budget si client para bigyan ako ng increase.
oo.
Diba? Eh di patanggalin na kita, parang ganon.
Mm-mm.
Kasi mas kaya ko kesa ikaw.
Kasi once you put that other person in the same light as yours, it already is competition.
Yep.
it's already as competition, and the only way for you to win at the end is for you to do better, to do, to be better than the other person. Yun lang naman yun.
Yeah, keep upskilling. Keep, like, concentrate on what you're really strong at and just become better and better at that. So, tanong ni Uni ko, what would I advise? Anong advice? It's advise. Who want to work as a VA but don't have the confidence to apply. Don't work as a VA. That's my advice. So whatever happens, you can protect your empire.
Exactly that.
Empire. Okay.
What would you advise to those who wanted to work as VA but do not have the confidence to apply? What's holding you back? That's my only question lang naman. What's holding you back? And what's keeping you from being confident? Saan ka hindi confident? Communication, English skills, saan? 'Di ba? And then kung alam mo naman kung saan ka hindi confident, ano yung nagko-cause ng hindi mo pagiging confident, you also have to work on it. Communication wise, kung doon ka medyo hindi confident, what you have to do, of course, you have to find something that will teach you how to be a good communicator. Kung medyo kulang ka sa English communication skills, sa totoo lang, bago ako mag freelancing sa BPO, hindi naman talaga ako magaling mag-English, pero I can communicate. But what did I do to improve myself? Nanonood lang lagi ako ng English movies, reading a lot of English literatures, be it magazine, newspaper, that would help you. Also, yung mga series, ganyan. Actually, noon yun lang naman talaga ang way for you to improve your English communication. Kung yun ang kulang sa'yo. Pero kung ang kulang sa'yo is, alam mo yun, yung kaba, yung psychological na, yung wala kang tiwala sa sarili mo.
Yeah.
Well,
Tama si
ikaw na
AD, sabi
makakapagbago.
niya, don't be a VA. Yeah, that's my opinion. Don't work as a VA then. Being a freelancer, pakapala ng mukha dito. Rejection, ang meals dito. Yeah, you will eat rejection emails daily. Daily. Honestly.
So, yun lang po. I will have to go down na muna.
Sige.
And yeah, enjoy
Sige,
your
Coachy.
Friday.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you so much.
Enjoy your weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. So, agree kami ni AD. If you don't have the confidence to work as a VA or freelancer, don't work as a VA or freelancer. Why? Because this industry is very unstable. It is survival of the fittest. Survival of the most intelligent, survival of yung mga pinaka maparaan. Okay. It's survival. Kung sa pag-apply pa lang, wala ka ng confidence, paano pa sa rejection? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so ikaw, masyado ka ng advanced nag-isip, what if I can't complete the test? What makes you think, with your lack of confidence right now, that you will actually even get hired? Iniisip mo na, pag may client ka, but you don't have a client yet. So you're getting ahead of yourself. Do you know what kind of VA do you want to be? What kind of VA do you want to be? Do you want to be a web developer? Do you want to work in metaverse? Do you want to be a writer? Do you want, to work in social media? Do you have a background in design, in IT, cybersecurity, data analyst, marketing data analyst? Do you want to be in operations? Do you even know what kind of VA you want to be? You're getting ahead of yourself. Okay? Kung yung sinabi mo kanina, pag-apply pa lang wala kang confidence. Tapos ngayon, the cause for your insecurity is, what if I have a client and I can't complete the task or I can't satisfy the client? You don't even have a client yet. Pinoproblema mo na yan. Ang unang problema mo is your confidence. Pangalawang problema mo is pag-apply. Okay? Pangatlong problema pa lang is pag may client ka na. And when will that be? Tech support specialist po. What about it? Sa mga nagtatanong na, where are the banking finance clients? Where are the tech support clients? We don't have answers for you. Hindi nakakumpul-kumpul yung mga clients for VAs and freelancers somewhere. Hindi ganun nagwo-work ang pagiging VA or freelancer. And maybe you should stay. Hi, Raylan. Hello. Happy New Year. Maybe you should stay in the call centers. You know why? Because everyone is trying to work at home. So, kulang na ng 25 to 30,000 yung kailangan sa call centers. Ibig sabihin, konti na lang kayo. You know what that means? Okay? Pag may malaking demand, konti lang yung supply, pwede na kayo humingi ng increase. Kung gusto mo magstay ako, hindi ako magre-resign. Okay? Magsastay ako sa call center nyo. But you can promote me if you want. Diba? That's what I would do. I'd be like, everyone is resigning to work from home, but I'm staying here with you. You might as well promote me. Diba? Why are you guys all rushing to work from home? Why? It's not as stable. Wala kayong HMO kadalasan. Wala kayong government benefits. Wala kayong 13th month. Hindi sigurado ang 13th month niyo. Hindi sigurado ang Christmas bonus. Hindi sigurado ang increase. Hindi sigurado ang basic rate.
That's because ang daming nagsasabi ng mga na
Iba-iba
sila sa
po.
6 digit,
Iba-iba
6
po ang
digit.
circumstances.
Yeah.
Ang dami-daming
Nabudol po kasi sila sa marketing. Alam mo na, maraming marketing, digital marketing na nabudol.
Just because it's on social media doesn't mean you shouldn't ask questions. Even like us here, it all depends on you. What is believable to you? Okay, believable ba yung the nice shiny video that you watched that work from home ka, makaka six figures ka. If that's believable to you, doon ka magpunta. Bakit ka nandito? This is a free live. Okay? So the advice that you're gonna get here is no bullshit advice. Why? Because you're not paying me. I don't have to give you nice advice because you're paying me. You're not paying me. Diba? So, yung mga nagtatanong, saan po yung mga medical billing clients? What about my background in tech support? I have no fucking idea where all the tech support clients are. They don't all hang out on Twitter. They don't. Oh, so what's the problem? Is applying? Then mag-apply ka. If you're not afraid of interviews, you're not afraid of getting a client. Why are you afraid of applying then?
Yeah. Same question. If you're saying you're not scared, then go apply.
Then you're saying you have no confidence to work as a VA. And sagot namin ni AD, don't work as a VA. Make your life easy. Okay?
True.
You make life hard for yourself because it means something to you. Right? And again, I'm gonna go back to pinasok ko yung voice acting and all that crap back in September. Pinapahirapan ko yung sarili ko. I have fucking no experience as a voice actor. I have a musical background, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Editing pa lang ang layo-layo. Yung audio editing for a narration and audio editing like for sa kanta is absolutely not the same. Bakit ko pinapahirapan yung sarili ko? Well, first of all, like I get feedback from people saying, you might be good at this, you might be good at that. And I've already done some training videos, and I do training videos where I teach people anyway. Tapos nung pinasok ko, my first month, I got a project. So maybe that's a sign, but it's hard. Ang hirap po. Ang hirap. Because I have absolutely no fucking background. And mga kalaban ko sa audition, people have been working as voice actors for 17 years. Right? Mga foreigner, mga local, mga mas magagaling mag-voice kesa sa akin. I get where you're coming from. It's just a different niche. It's just a different field. 'Di ba? And what you're telling us is kind of not making sense.
Alam mo, Oniko, mamaya mo na yan problemahin pag may trabaho ka na. Kasi lahat naman kami pag first week, nahihirapan talaga, lalo na pag hindi siya the same industry ng ginagawa namin before. So lahat ng bago, nahihirapan pag first week, first 2 weeks, ganon. Doon mo na, problemahin yung paano mo i-fulfill yung job. Kaysa mag-apply ka muna.
Yeah, you're putting the alam mo yung inuuna mo yung karwahe kesa sa kabayo. That's what you're doing. So sabi ni Hope, how would you know you haven't even tried? Exactly. Yan yung point ni AD tsaka ni Hope. Why don't you try first before saying, "Oh, I failed. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, it's really not for me." Subukan mo muna. Everyone is gonna fucking fail. Ngayon, if you're one of those people na who has to do everything perfect because, oy, kasi ang galing ko sa dati kong trabaho eh. Ganun. Well, how did you become good at your previous work? You didn't make any mistakes. You made 1,000,000 mistakes before you became good. It's like anything else. It's like
Diba?
everything else. Go lang, go.
So, ito, madam, sabihin ko sa kanya, okay, so confident ka na makakakuha ka ng client, right? Sige. Kumuha ka muna ng client and then kausapin mo ako. Ganon. Tutulungan kita sa lahat pero kumuha ka muna ng client. Yun na yun.
Uy, next, Sean, anong klaseng design? UX? Wag po mag-overthink. Wala pang client, kaya wag muna problemahin ang task. You know what? When I became a VA, that was, kasi okay, so I'm an interviewer, so sanay ako sa profiling. Okay? And I would hedge a bet and say that ito si Unico, he or she is a high C. So, siya yung mga tipong tao who's like, and I used to be like that, like, you know what, I have to see all the angles, I have to see every single, problem before ko pasukin. Yung isang bagay. Like, medyo perfectionist ako. Okay? And you know what? You know what happens when you're like that? You become paralyzed. Okay? You get what we call analysis paralysis. You analyze and overthink and think about it again, that to the point na you are paralyzed. That's called analysis paralysis. And here's what I learned sa pagiging VA freelancer. And I'm a Virgo, okay? Virgos like perfection. We love perfection, okay? And high C pa ako before I started as a VA, okay? This is what I learned. Get used to chaos. Get used to chaos. That is going to be your bread and butter. Okay? Chaos is going to be your best friend as a VA or freelancer. Bakit? Kasi sira ulo yung mga clients. Okay? They're fucking crazy. The clients, they'll ask you to do crap. Like, out of the blue. Okay? EA ako nun, ha? EA ako. And this was like, I don't know, 8 years ago. Sabi sa akin ng client ko, may nagnanakaw ng mga, EA ng may-ari ng VA agency. That was earning about 20 million a year gross. So, EA ako niya. EA, executive assistant. And he said to me, HR has told me that may nagnanakaw ng mga VAs natin, mga ISAs natin, mga appointment setter natin galing sa training. So may rival na VA agency, tinitira yung mga kakagraduate lang na appointment setter dun sa VA agency. And yun lang yung tinatarget. Hindi tinatarget yung mga experienced na VAs, hindi tinatarget yung mga yung mga applicant, hindi tina-target yung mga STL, hindi tina-target yung mga trainer, yung graduate lang, kaka-graduate lang. So how are they doing that? May insider. Okay. And my client said to me, I want you to find the mole, yung spy. Who is the spy inside the company that's giving the graduated VA's information to the rival VA agency? Trabaho ba yan ng EA? The clients are fucking crazy. They'll ask you to do shit like that. Hello, gagawin mo akong NBI? 'Di ba? Hello, alam mo ba ang training ko? I was trained to be an appointment setter. Okay. And then gagawin mo akong NBI. Okay. Chaos is gonna become your best friend. So you might as well get used to it now. If you have, yun na nga, exactly. Now you're going through analysis paralysis because you're like, I have to look at every angle. I have to see it from this angle. I have to see it from that angle. No, you don't. It's like going to the gym, right? Get started now or don't get started. That's it. There is no perfect start. There is no perfect start. Either you want it and you do it or you don't. Diba? Sabi nga ni Yoda, there is no try. Okay? Hindi yung, I'll try it, but walang ganon. There is no try. Either you do it or you don't, but there's no try. Let's read back some of the comments. Virgo po ako, Libra. Okay. That's kind of irrelevant. Doesn't really matter. Takot din ako dati sa interview, kaya ang tagal ko magkaroon ng client. Dapat talaga malakas ang loob mo pagpasok ka sa freelancing. Yeah. Survival of the fittest. If you don't think you're gonna survive, don't work as a VA or freelancer. Subok lang, di malaman if hindi nag-try. There's no try. Okay, you either do it or you don't. Totoo naman ba, as a breadwinner, can't take risk easily, then don't take the risk. Don't take the risk. Paano nga po if hindi naman part ng work mo, it's okay to say no? Well, depende yun sa'yo. I'm actually thinking to do part-time. That's my problem, okay? I had a friend reach out to me on Messenger and said, Jen, I need you to help me, to guide me because I want to be a part-time VA. Okay naman yung trabaho ko sa ngayon, but I need some additional income. It kind of doesn't work that way, okay? If you have no experience yet as a VA or freelancer, tas balak mo lang siya i-part-time, mag-online seller ka na lang. Mas hawak mo pa yung oras mo. Okay? Kasi ang clients ang nagde-decide whether they want to hire you part-time or full-time. Okay? You're not the one who's gonna decide that. And what skills do you have that you think an online client will pay for? When you say you've been an appointment setter, does that mean you're a medical VA? No, real estate po yung appointment setting ko. What is stopping you then? Yeah. If you have to think a million times about it, and you don't like chaos, you don't like being thrown this and that every single day, don't work as a VA or freelancer. Stay at your job. Maging online seller ka na lang kung gusto mo mag-racket. Diba? Papahirapan pa yung sarili mo dahil sa mga naririnig, nakikita mo sa social media. Bakit? Yung mga pinapanood mo, are they believable? Do they have the experience? Do they have the achievements to back it up? Skills nga din batayan. I have good position in my current company, but I'm not happy anymore. Well, you have to come up with a plan. Then from that plan, you have to come up with a strategy. So ano nga skills mo? Yeah, what are your skills? What skills do you have right now that an online client will pay money for? Yeah. Alam nyo, ang ganda maging online seller sa ngayon. Like for example, yung mga indie na nagbebenta ng makeup. Right? Like Kylie Jenner, she doesn't need to sell her makeup through malls Pag maliit ka na negosyante ngayon, you don't need to sell your product through stores anymore. Okay? You need to go to social media. You need to, formulate your brand, get a logo, maybe even get a website or at least a landing page. And then if you believe you have a great product, okay, people will buy from you direct online. And hawak mo pa yung oras mo. Currently, you're in workforce. Sales team, pre-sales team. What does that tell me? Kung lilipat ka sa work from home with your, yung experience mo sa workforce, I don't know what that involves. Pero yung makikita ko is sales, like ilalagay kita as appointment setter. That's what's gonna happen to you. Ako 1 month na naghahunt ng client, wala pa din. 1 month is nothing. Okay? Nothing. Well, I'm currently working at home. So, what's the problem? Yeah, appointment setting will do, but are you willing to start at commission-based? Alam mo yung, nung nagsimula ako as appointment setter like 11 years ago, and my starting rate was like $375. Hourly yon, hourly. May basic ako. Ngayon, yung mga appointment setter, kadalasan is commission-based na. Hindi na sila masyado nag-offer ng hourly. Ayun o, si Bern. I'm looking for sales team, commission-based. Ok sa'yo. Oh, see? Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Ngayon, wala na masyadong nag-offer ng hourly. Like from 10 years ago. Ngayon, tingnan mo si Meredith. 6 months bago nagkaroon ng client. Yeah. 30 days is nothing. Okay. Honestly, so voice acting, I've been doing it since September. I've improved a little tiny bit. Okay. Wala pa akong nalaland na super big project. I want like a really, really big project. It's funny because most agents hate sales, while me, I find it challenging. Yeah. I had to do sales. I actually enjoy sales. I have a sales call from my first client from 10 years ago as a video in my TikTok profile, if you can find it. Kasi malandi ako sa phone. Malandi ako sa phone. I'm looking for a client as a VA bookkeeper. I currently have a client as an admin. Magaling ako sa design pero sa English hindi. Kaya siguro walang client. Yung mga nag-i-interview sa'yo, Nexion, is hindi sila marunong mag-interview. I miss AT&T. You did sales for AT&T? Wow. Baba lang yun. Dapat lumipat ka ng blue chip. Yung huling call center ko, I was only there for a very short period of time. Okay. But it was blue chip, which is American Express. American Express has the best sales training ever. The best. Okay. Yung basic ko noon is 25,000. This was my last call center bago ako nag-work from home. Okay. Pero, syempre, as American Express, you handle everything. Basta toxic siya. Pagpasok ng call, toxic. 'Di ba? Palaging queuing is konti lang yung 15 calls. Okay. And you handle everything. Interest rates, billing, promotions, travel, like everything. Okay. Sa blue chip. Pero, pag nag-upsell ka, tsaka sa surveys, pag sinurvey yung call mo, tapos nag-send ng survey kay client, tapos ang ganda ng rating mo kay client, may gali. You know my commissions sa call center na yon, 250,000 in 1 month. Okay. 175,000. Ganon yung mga commission ko. Hindi ko na pinapansin yung 25K. Ganong kalaki. Diba? Yung mga commissions ko noon. So if you were working in sales in AT&T, if you were not getting that much, dapat lumipat ka ng blue chip. Nahiya nga ako dun sa mga nakikita ko na ilang months lang, 6 digits na agad sila. What? Is that believable? Ang ganda ng boses niyo po. Sana ganyan din ako, ka-confident magsalita para ma-hire. Ako din di magaling sa English. So, what do you do? What's your plan to become good at English? I want to become good at French. It's everyone is kind of in the same boat, just in different boats. You get it? Diba? It's the same banana. It's just that I want to be good at another language. Watch English movies, read books. Find somebody to have a conversation with. Yun yung pinakamabilis. Like, dati nung sineseryoso ko pa yung French, like I would watch, what do you, TV 5 Monde, and, I would watch French movies and shit. Pero ang bagal ng progress mo. Whereas, when I went to class, and my teacher spoke French, the whole class, okay, ang bilis ko nag-i-improve. Ang bilis. Kasi interactive siya. From the time you step into the classroom, if you're late, okay, as soon as you come in, excusez-moi, pourquoi est-ce que, diba? Ganun na siya agad, diba? Oh, and kailangan sumagot ka in French. Je suis désolé, mais le trafic est beaucoup. Je suis désolé, madame. Diba? Parang kailangan talaga at the onset, that's all you speak. Like, kung interactive, yung reading, kasi it's, siya one-dimensional Parang, ikaw lang nagbabasa, ikaw lang nanonood. Nobody is giving you feedback. Right? Yung maganda is you find some chat group, okay, where they're all practicing their English or whatever. Nabaliw ako sa K-drama. Okay, well, distraction. Don't watch Tagalog, babasa English books. Find somebody to talk to. Find somebody to talk to. Okay, find somebody to talk to. That's the fastest that you're gonna progress. Especially at languages. If you have feedback, yun yung pinakamaganda. Yung wala ka feedback, yung parang lahat nanonood ka lang, nagbabasa ka lang. Like, nobody is telling you if you're doing the right thing. Lagi din kami nag-usap ni client, kaya medyo nasasanay na din. Yeah. Chat with a client, talk to the client. Get a commitment from the client for a regular meeting. Pagbago ka, sabi mo, ipakommit mo si client at least 15 minutes at the start of your day. Na mag-video call kayo. 'Di ba? Maganda 'yun. Tapos, pag ka na, 3 months with the client, mga once a week na lang, pagkabisado mo na yung mga trabaho. Shit, I have to charge my phone. Tsaka mag-ask kayo ng questions. That's what really fucking irritates me is, everyone believes what they're seeing on social media. They think, oh, it's on TikTok. It must be true. Really? You know who posts on TikTok? Ordinary people, okay? They're not all experts. Not all of them are experts. Okay? And they're not CNN, guys. Hindi sila GMA7 na news, na balita. Hindi ganyan ang social media. Kaya dapat palagi din kayo nagtatanong. Right? Hindi yung basta nagpapaniwala kayo na hindi na kayo nag-iisip. The greatest thing that you have going for you is your fucking brain. Because you're a human. There is no AI right now that copies the human brain. There's a lot of AI stuff that are really good, right? But they don't have your brain. Kaya don't give up your brain. Guys, magtanong kayo, ask questions. Always question what you see, what you watch, what you read, what you hear. Palagi kayo nagka-question to help you understand better kung ano yung totoo. Right? Get to the truth. Get down to the truth. O di not now, o di wag ka magtrabaho as VA freelancer. Let's go back to what AD and I recommended. So you swing back and forth, like you're swinging back and forth. Okay, unico. You're swinging back and forth, so you're not decided. So just don't do it. Okay. Let's just switch over. Nag-aaway ba kayo? Sparring lang, sparring. Sparring lang. Candy sparring lang, candy sparring. Switch lang ako sa earbuds. But medyo malakas ang loob namin na to give you real talk because you're not paying us for anything. And we're not trying to sell you anything. I mean, yung mga tao dito, there's some people that do sell courses. So it's really up to you if, you're gonna take their course or not. Let's see Hope. She's chief ops, but she's also a VA coach, right? Pero walang sapilitan. But like she's a really nice person. So if you are lucky enough to get coached virtually, you supported ang Bluetooth. Pero quite long time. It's not a big deal. Is that a long time? For some people, yes. For some people, no. I don't know. Big help talaga. Yep. No worries. Ayaw niya. Yeah. Ako, may racket din ako ng with my daughter. Medyo high dollar na mag-online seller kayo, di ba? What? You might as well sell something that you're passionate about or that you really like. Do I have a vacant position? No.
Advantage po ba may BPO experience? Depende. Depends what kind of VA you want to be. If you want to be a UX designer and galing kang BPO, it better be a design BPO. Flat rate versus per hour. What do you mean flat rate? Like flat rate for the month? Or babayaran ka once a month? Parang ganun. Siyempre, mas okay yung every 2 weeks, di ba? Or twice a month. Depends. Kung kaya mo i-budget yung once a month na payment. Kung hindi nyo kaya i-budget, di kausapin nyo si client about paying you twice a month. Tsaka mag-ingat kayo sa mga may mga maraming scams po. So, halimbawa, kunyari, oh, we're gonna give you work. Tapos, papagawa ka ng, halimbawa, 3 projects, ganyan. Tapos, sasabihin sa'yo, kasi babayaran ka namin via TransferWise. Kailangan may laman na $300 yung account. Papabayarin ka muna ng $300 bago ka pasweldohin. That's a scam. Like, why are you paying to work? Diba? Iba yung nagbabayad ka for training. Iba yung paid training. Pero yung sinabi sa'yo hard ka na, tapos sasabihin, kailangan maghulog ka muna ng $300 para matanggap mo yung yung 1,500 na isa-send namin sa'yo. There's no such thing. Okay? Although, syempre, if you're gonna get paid, mas preferred ng mga clients if you have your own bank account. Hindi lahat ng clients alam nila yung MWillier, yung GCash, hindi nila alam. Hindi nila alam yun. So you really should have your own bank account with a legitimate bank. Legitimate. Okay. Ngayon, kung wala pa kayong bank account, di kausapin nyo yung parents nyo or somebody that you trust, preferably in your family, para gamitin nyo muna yung account nila, and then once kumita na kayo ng enough to open your own account, then but just tell the client, I'll be using my mom's account for right now. Ganito, ganyan. Pero huwag kayong magbabayad to work. Hindi po pala VA company ma-recommend nyo para sa magsisimula pa lang sa pagiging VA. If you go to my pinned post, like mainit ang usapan doon about yung mga recommended VA agency tsaka yung mga hindi recommended. And ito, yung mga opinion na yan, galing sa mga tao na galing na doon sa VA agencies na yun. Okay, so there's like bad VA agencies that pop up all the time. So you should go to my pinned posts and basahin mo yung mga comments, then watch the videos, and then maybe follow some of those people to ask them, Uy, ano yung experience mo? Nakita ko na masama yung experience mo sa ganito, ganyan. So, di ba? Pero yung mga magagandang feedback so far, for me, Athena, um, because they're the only VA agency right now na maging empleyado ka. If you get accepted at Athena, you're an employee. You're not an independent contractor. Sila lang kaya mag-offer ng employee contract sa ngayon. Athena, Hello Raish, yun sa mga medical VAs Med VA, Hello Raish. Tsaka medyo mataas ang starting, $7 an hour. But you need a medical background. Ano pa? Coconut VA tsaka Pineapple Staffing. I mean, they consistently have good feedback. I don't know. I haven't worked for all of them or for those companies. I've worked for mostly crappy VA companies. Okay. Yeah, they're crap. So, maraming na-mention doon ng mga crappy VA agencies. So, you might want to watch my pinned posts for those. And then mag-follow ka dun sa mga tao na kanina yung tiga-Athena si Brian, si Miss MJ, yan. Maraming mga content creators from Athena on TikTok. Athena Coconut Pineapple Staffing yan. Yung pineapple staffing medyo mataas yung rate. Hindi na lang ako magsasalita dyan. Okay. Pero yung post nila last year about yung pinagtatawanan pa nila, yung mga answers sa mga interviews nila, like that really turned me off. Bakit mo iba-blast yung mga palpak na sagot in your interviews? Sila nag-post nila, cyberbacker, yung mga palpak na interview answers ng mga aplikante nila. Like, why would you do that? Why? Like, you're so fucking doon mo palang makikita yung kultura sa loob ng kumpanya. And at the same time, for me, it's like, I have to think about, is this opportunity right for me? Hindi yung basta basta matanggap ka, parang yun na yun. Hindi eh. May mga inayawan din ako na trabaho because I don't think it's the right opportunity for me. Okay? Tsaka sa totoo lang, like, talagang mapili ako ngayon. Ayoko yung mga kupal ng mga clients. Like, I had enough of sobrang kupal na clients. Sobrang kupal. Na-interview po ako sa CyberS General VA, 200K a month. Tapos after ng interview, babae pala hinahanap. 200K a month? Sa cyberbacker? What? Ano yun? Director of Operations? Yeah, and even if it was a director position, di ako magtatrabaho. Toxic ang po. Trabaho for 200K. General VA, 200K? Come on, wala.
Seryoso? 200? Hindi nga ako umabot ng 200 per month.
Kaya tinatanong ko, ano yan, director position? Pwede siguro kung direct client talaga, yung hindi siya agency. Dami nilang
Hindi
hiring kasi
rin.
halos lahat may post.
General VE pa yan ha? 200?
Wala ka dyan. I don't believe it. Kung nasa cyber, ano yan, cybersecurity? Is that cybersecurity post? Kasi may nakita ko sa onlinejobs.ph, ano siya, IT, $1,120 a week. But that's a technical position. Sa mga tech, naiintindihan ko kung technical, di ba? Halimbawa, yung mga IT database administrator, whichever. Yan. Yung mga cybersecurity, yung mga specialist in encryption, Internet of Things, mga ganyang, di ba? Mga cloud-based blah, 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 blah. Tech po, bank-related po ata yun. Tech po, bank-related. Like, that doesn't tell me anything. Like, tech support for a bank? That's not IT. Yung mga matataas magbayad yung mga IT posts. Pero yung general VA, yung tech support for 200K a month, that's not. We talked about believability. That's not believable at all. That's why I'm asking, is that a director position or is that an IT position? Or is it a cybersecurity position? Because if you tell me it's a cybersecurity position na medyo mataas or IT position na medyo mataas, that's believable. But general VA for 200K or tech support position for 200K a month, that's not believable. And I'm not surprised na daming hiring sa cyberbanker. Sa bookkeeper po, kaya anong talagang tamang charge per hour? Bookkeeper, not accountant. Si Ladi makakasagot siya. Accountant si Ladi.
Oo, si Ladi.
In my experience, and I'm using some of my sister's experience as well, yung mga marunong mag-QuickBooks online, mga ganyan, mababa lang yan. Swerte ka na sa 50K a month. Pero kung marunong ka NetSuite, which is a bookkeeping software, like an accounting software, you can command 150 to 180K a month. NetSuite specialist with experience. I would say minimum 3 years, 2 to 3 years. Bookkeeper, QBO. Yeah, swerte ka na sa 50. It doesn't pay a huge amount of money. You really want the big money. Specialize in something more technical. Yung mga tech positions, yun talaga. Yung mga Python developer. Yan, talaga mataas ang position sa ganyan. I actually did a post on, like, posts that, like, yung mataas yung mga jobs, yung mataas yung mga rates, kasi bihira eh. So one of those is a digital writer. Okay, and that's a new post. Okay, and if you want to follow one of the best digital writers in the world, it's Dickie Bush. Okay, he's on Twitter. What is a digital writer? So yung ginagawa ng mga SMMs is ini-schedule yung mga posts for their clients, diba? So social media platforms, mga ganyan-ganyan. So nag-iisip pa sila, ipaplano yung mga ganito, ganyan-ganyan, yung mga posts on the client's Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, mga ganyan-ganyan. Tapos i-repurpose yung mga content. Yung digital writer, kaya gumawa ng mga posts on the spot. On the spot. Like they can think of a concept, do it on the spot, shoot the video, edit the video, do the captions, do the hashtags, everything on the spot. That's a digital writer. And that's a new niche that's coming up. And people who can do like conceptualize yung mag-isip ng post na nagiging viral and they can do it on the spot. That's a digital writer. That post is going to become so important in future because the future of digital marketing is content, organic content. 5 years experience ko po sa bookkeeping pero on-site dito sa Pinas, 400 per day. Wala pang minimum wage. Minimum is 550 plus. I-report mo na yan. That's not good. Diba? Yung mga posts in IT, yung mga very specialized posts in IT and cybersecurity, those command high rates, very high rates. Okay. Free food daw kasi. That doesn't equate, right? That's not a good deal. You're getting ripped. BICT training for VA. Kung qualified ka, Gora. Yeah. Nakita ko na yung nila, yung outline nila. Mukhang maganda. Pero sila parang geared sila for rural areas. Mga probinsya talaga. Yung mga liblib. So if you qualify for DICT training and since it's free, go for it. Tapos may certificate ka pa from DICT. Do it. Free food, dapat bigay nila mang inasal, only rice. O hindi lang Shakies araw-araw. Joke. Diba? Pero yung bibigay lang sa'yo, isang kanin sa poppies. Huwag na lang. Kawawa ka nun. So yung magkano natitipid nila nun. Feedback po sa GoTo. I don't know. I've never worked for them. Maybe somebody's worked for GoTo. You want to give some feedback. Anong DevOps? Business development? I don't understand. What is DevOps? Business development is basically sales. So kung maayos ko sa sales, like that's where the money is, right? Kung magsa-sales ako, tangina, babalik na lang ako dun sa dati kong call center. Pero dependent sa surveys kasi yun. So let's say you got 15 surveys for the month, tapos lahat yun excellent yung surveys mo. Ay, guaranteed ka sa commissions pa lang, you will have at least 150,000 for that month. Commission. Diba? Tapos anong gagawin mo? Sumagot, like, lampingin mo yung mga callers mo. The filter ng mga comments. What happened? Why are you filtering my comments? Ganun po ata pag undergrad ng accounting. Pero ox lang po, nag-experience naman po, umalis na po. Parang online class din at may Google Classroom for class. Yeah, so, Gabrad, My advice is, kung may pera ka, is magbayad ka ng training for NetSuite. Kasi yun yung mataas talaga yung bigayan. NetSuite. For the software NetSuite. Ayun, may advice si Raylan. Lorenzo, parang online class din at may Google Classroom for task. I don't know. Have you tried Google? Hanapin mo yung website ng NetSuite. Guys, like I said, use your brain, ask questions. Being a VA depends on you being proactive. Diba? Sabi nga ng nanay ni Jokoy, when you look for something, do you use your eyes or do you use your mouth? Diba? Kilala niyo ba si Jokoy, yung komedyante? Ano po niche niyo, ma'am? I've had a lot of niches because 11 years ako work from home. Sa ngayon, I do a lot of writing and nagsimula ako sa voiceovers nung September. Kilala ko po siya. Super funny siya. O diba? Sabi ng nanay ni Jokoy, diba? When you look for something, do you use your eyes or do you use your mouth? Diba? Gusto niyo maghanap? Go to fucking Google. Okay? Do I look like Google? I'm not Google. Okay? Being a VA and freelancer depends on you being very proactive. Like, look for it yourself. If you have to ask me, paano pag may client na kayo? Oh my God, 11 years ako sa BPO bago nag-work from home. Tapos, nag-11 years na rin ako work from home. That's not bad. I just realized that just now. Sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. This time she's gone. Gusto po namin kayo dahil honest answers po. Yeah. I'm sorry if I can be a little blunt at times. So, because, as an interviewer, and I was interviewing, I don't interview people a lot anymore, but I was interviewing VAs for VA agencies for about 8 to 9 years. Okay? And an interview is, I want to get to the truth. Okay, who are you? Okay, I understand that you want to put your best foot forward, mga ganyan-ganyan. It's an interview. I get that. Okay? But who are you really? Like, what's your truth? And on social media, you don't see a lot of truth is the problem. Tapos magpapaniwala kayo just because it's on fucking social media? Does that sound right to you? dapat palagi kayo nagtatanong. Diba? Hindi yung, do, do you know what is shiny new object syndrome? Is you see the latest thing, it's all new and shiny, and you're like, oh, I have to have that. I have to use it. I have to have it. Like, you think about having it right away. Have you thought about where it comes from? What is it used for? How long has it been on the market? Is it harmful to you? Diba? Kailangan mag-isip kayo, like, nagtatanong kayo palagi. Right? Hindi yung tanggap kayo ng tanggap. Gamitin niyo yung utak niyo. There is no AI out there that acts like the human brain. The human brain is fucking amazing. And if you're not using it, like, maybe you should give that brain to somebody else. Ang VA hindi spoon feeding, you have to study talaga on your own. Anything is, you have to study on your own. Like, I'm studying fucking acting right now on my own. I don't have an acting teacher, right? I would love one, but they're expensive. Okay? Social media is made, yeah, for marketing. That's true. Yung mga nagmamarket sa social media, magaling sila sa marketing. Why? Because that was my last niche, is digital marketing. Pinag-aaralan nila yung psychology. Kahit yung psychology ng mga kulay na gusto nyo, yung ano ba yung mga colors dapat sa logo ng restaurants, sa food business, ano ba yung logo dapat kapag nasa real estate, ano yung mga color palette. You know, they know your psychology. Kaya yung na hulog ka dahil ang ganda ng video, tapos binili mo yung course, binili mo yung product, mga successful sila. Successful sila sa ginawa nila. Why? Because you bought into it, right? Or naniwala ka. Did you ask any questions? Why aren't you asking questions? Maganda nga yung palagi kang nagtatanong. Sabihin mo, parang maging makulit eh. You know, the clients, mas okay nga sa kanila mag-over-communicate ka. Kasi yung isipin mo, ay nakakahiya. Baka lumabas na makulit ako. Bakit? Yung mga Amerikano hindi makukulit. Kamukha mo po ang OM ko sa BPO before. Yeah. Hello po, mag-out mo. Yeah, go for it, Arnel. Yeah, come back next week. Okay? Take care. Tsaka kung gusto niyo mapanood yung mga previous na episodes of, you know, this podcast, you can find me on YouTube under the VA Interviewer. Nandun yung mga lumang mga episodes. Medyo mahaba yung iba. Yung iba medyo nakakatawa. Okay. Today was a little bit boring. But medyo mainit yung discussion dun sa mga dating pages. You might want to watch those. Habang patulog, okay. This is what I wanted to mention today. Thank you, Vern. Thank you. Thank you, my love. Ayan. Oh God, I hope I can update my YouTube channel soon. So sa mga experience po na VAs and freelancers, I'm just gonna say something because there's a lot of people that ask me, how do I ask my clients for an increase? How often should I ask for an increase? Mag-ingat po kayo sa paghingi ng increase. Okay. I think that if you start at $3 an hour, okay, with a client na tinanggap nyo, pumirma kayo ng kontrata. Okay? Choice nyo yun, tinanggap nyo yung offer ni client. But if you're still working at $3 an hour and it's 2 years later, like, hindi makatarungan, you should have asked for an increase maybe after working for the client for 4 to 6 months. Dapat humingi na kayo ng increase. However, if you are, let's say, if you are at $7 or $8 an hour, thank you, Brian. if you are at the $8 an hour, tapos tumatanggap pa kayo ng monthly bonus or monthly performance Cheverly. Okay. Tapos humingi pa kayo ng increase every 6 months. Okay. Tatanggalin din kayo ng client. Don't be too greedy is what I'm saying. Okay. Hindi unlimited ang resources ng clients niyo. Okay. Mga clients online, they're either small or medium-sized business. They're not call centers that have millions of dollars as their budget. Karamihan ng clients natin is solo entrepreneur siya or partnership, dalawa sila. Maliit yung mga team, 20. Malaki na yung team ng 20. If you get to work for a client na ganyan, yung team. Malaki na yung team na yan. So, wag niyo isipin na they have unlimited money. Okay? Be careful when you ask for an increase and how you ask for an increase. When was the last time you ask yourself, what is your current rate? Okay, if you're making at least 50 a month and you want to make more, what kind of work, ano yung increase sa trabaho that you're gonna take on? Because you asking for an increase for the same amount of work that you're doing now is fucking crazy. Hindi nyo naman balak increasean yung volume of work na ginagawa nyo ngayon, di ba? Are you willing to take on more responsibility? If you're not willing to take on more responsibility, why are you asking for an increase? Or maybe you should ask the client to promote you. Yun ang nangyari sa akin. So my first 2 years as a VA, overworked and underpaid ako. Siguro mga first 2 to 3 years ko. Okay. Gumagawa ko ng trabaho ng 3 tao for $800 a month. Flat. Okay. There was no monthly performance bonus at that time. And I was doing the work of three VAs for one client. And then 2015, na-stroke yung dad ko na hospital. And that's when I realized that yung kinikita ko is not enough. Okay, it's not enough. Because magkano ginastos namin sa hospital? And my dad died. Okay, in 2015. After 3 months in the ICU. Ginastos namin 1.8 million sa hospital. And I realized at that time, I'm not earning enough. So, nandun ako sa hospital, nagbabantay ako, chinachat ko si client. Sabi ko sa kanya, you really have to promote me. Because I'm doing the work of 3 people. 4 people sometimes. So, I was like, you have to promote me or I have to find another job that's going to pay me more money. That's what I told the client. And you know what happened? He promoted me same day. They created a position for me. And then he promoted me and he paid me more money. That's how I became OM. So, pero mag-ingat kayo sa hingi ng increase. Nung in-increasean ako ng client at pinromote ako, I went from doing 4 people's jobs to managing a team of 10. See? Hindi kayo pwede hingi ng increase and you're still basically doing the same job. Mag-ingat kayo sa paghingi ng increase. Kasi hindi lahat ng clients ganun kabait. And huwag niyo isipin na unlimited ang resources ng client. Siyempre, may negosyo din sila. Okay? And recession ngayon sa US. Alam niyo naman sa negosyo, sometimes, payat. Like, sometimes it's a lean season. Right? Other times, like, malaki yung kinikita niyo. So, huwag niyo i-assume na parang, ay, kaya ng client magbigay ng additional $3 sa akin. What makes you think that the client can afford that? And may negative effects din yan. Humingi ka ng additional $3 increase kay client, sinabi ng client, I can't afford you anymore. They got rid of you. They work with someone who's cheaper than you. Eh kung starting ka lang as at $3 an hour, I mean, it's up to you. It's your decision. Yes, 20. Oh, thank you, Mirror. 20% po ang sa Upwork kung hindi ka enterprise na freelancer. So ano yun? $3 an hour minus 20% or yun na yun na may bawas? Yung $3 an hour. Kasi kung $3 an hour tapos babawasan pa, I would say no. That's a good point. Thanks, Kim. Wait lang po. Check ko lang yung mga castings. The cheaper and have same skill set, the better makukuha po ng clients. May same skill set. Sa Fiverr po, sino na po dito nakapag-try sa Fiverr? Yeah, I don't have a profile on Fiverr yet. Siguro after ko mag-rebrand. But that's for like voiceovers and shit. Don't lower your rate too much po para lang makuha ng client. Yeah, I agree with that. Tsaka isipin nyo rin na para yung mga nag-a-apply sa mga VA agencies, huwag nyo lang isipin na sila mag-hire sa inyo. Isipin nyo rin na parang kayo rin nag-hire sa kanila. Are they right for you? Diba? Check them out on social media. What is the culture like inside the company? Kasi for me, based dun sa mga posts nila on social media, yung cyberbacker would never work for them. Kasi sa post pa lang sa TikTok, sobrang toxic. Tsaka feeling ko parang yung mga management doon, mahilig mamahiya ng tao. Like, tuwan-tuwa sila pag may napapahiya. Because that's what their posts are like. Right? And, like, it depends. You can tell just from their posts what kind of culture it will be. Is it gonna be fun working there? If you're like a big fun person and you like a lot of yung mga raffle, yung mga laging may mga assembly, mga town hall, mga ganyan, like maybe that's a place for you to work. But if you don't, like gusto niyo medyo tahimik na environment pero maraming trabaho, mga ganyan. Like isipin niyo rin, are they the right fit for you? Tapos buwasin ng competition para makapag-start lang po agad sa. Yeah, for me, it's like, kung $3 an hour, tapos babawasan pa ng 20%, like, mababayaran ba yan ng yung kuryente mo? If tanggap ka ng below $3 an hour, like, magkano lang yung $3 an hour? Tapos tatanggalan pa yun. Kakaltasan pa yun ng 20%. Like, how much is that? That's a huge amount. Mababayaran ba yung Meralco mo sa natatanggap mo? Kung hindi, lugi ka. Babayaran mo pa internet. Like, I don't know if you're renting. Meralco, tubig, pagkain. If you're accepting less than $3 an hour, like, I don't see how you can pay for all that. Pambili lang po na Angel's Burger. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's still your choice, but hindi, yeah, I wouldn't take it. Sorry. It sounds horrific. Tapos part-time lang. Hindi pa siya full-time. Shit. No, for me then, I wouldn't do it. It's not worth it. Seriously? Tapos part-time ka lang? Ano yan, 4 hours a day? Well, it's up to you. Mas okay siguro appointment set. Okay, what else? Mag-aano po ako, magka-casting sa audition. So, I'm gonna close this live in about 15 minutes. Thanks for some more honest. I'll watch your videos. Yeah. Um, yeah. I did a video, I think last month on yung mga medyo bago na post na kung hinahanap nyo talaga is medyo mataas yung bayad is like yung mga upcoming na mga trabaho like digital writers, cyber security. Okay, in my experience, the more technical, medyo mas mataas yung bayad. Kahit sa website development, kung full stack developer ka, compared sa front-end developer ka, mas mataas ang bayad ng full stack developer. So if that's your niche, that's what I would aim for. Yun yung magiging goal ko, if ever. Suggest lang po, there's a way para ma-discover ka sa LinkedIn, Upwork, etc. Depende sa nilalagay. Yeah, it's like using hashtags on TikTok. There's a right way and a wrong way to use hashtags. Pansin ko, depende sa bio mo, etc. Pabulong po ng technique. Yeah. Lalo na sa LinkedIn, like, it's professional, although, like, ang dami din mga sales, blah, blah na rin sa LinkedIn, but make sure that your profile is optimized. May nag-post sa TikTok nung ginaya ko, yung mga nilalagay sa bio, yung client mismo nag-message sa'yo. Yeah, but don't make your resume too long. Okay, don't make it too long. Kung marami ka experience, like just compress everything. Like your resume should be just at least 2 pages. That's it. Don't make it 7 pages. No, no. You'll never get hired with 7 pages. Yeah, 2 pages. With my experience, my resume is 2 pages. Like, hello, sales admin contracts, integrations, marketing automation, HR, interviewer, 2 pages. You have more experience than that? Tanggalin nyo na yung mga hobbies. Tanggalin nyo yung mga job description. Job description should be, marami na po ang 500 words. You should be, keep it to like 2 or 3 sentences. Yeah, you're not gonna get hired with 7 pages. Mukha kang pretentious. That's what you look like. And isipin mo yung mga ina-applyan mo na trabaho. Look, if you are applying for posts like Director of Operations, okay, kukonti lang yung mag-a-apply. So let's say may nag-apply na 10 or 15. The client might have time to read like a 2-page resume. They'll read everything. But if you're applying for tech support, sa Upwork pa, okay, ilan yung naging proposal sa mga ganun trabaho sa Upwork? 15,000, 2,000, 5,000. And you're going to send in a 7-page resume? You think the client has enough time to read a 7-page resume when 15,000 people applied? Be realistic. Kahit doctor, professor ka, it's not okay. Trust me, as an interviewer, okay? And I was interviewing people every week, at least 3 days a week before. I look at the first page. I look at your experience. That's it. If I'm hiring for a web developer, I know exactly what we need. Okay? I know that you need experience with WordPress. Ang hinahanap ko is either DV, Elementor, like minimum, I would say 3 years. Okay? And kailangan marunong mag CSS, JavaScript, HTML. Kung merong konti sa PHP, SQL, edi mas okay, di ba? Kung front-end developer, sige, Gora. But if full stack, mas okay. But baka hindi umabot yung budget namin. Like, in my mind as an interviewer, that's already what I'm looking for. That's why when I look at the resume, I go to the experience. That's all I see. Tapos pag hindi pasok dun sa hinahanap ko, dun sa experience, next, I take 30 seconds looking at a resume. And how many hours did you take writing 7 pages? And an interviewer is going to spend 30 seconds looking at it. Yung mga journal. Okay. Yung mga nagsusulat ng mga research paper. That makes sense. But, for the purposes of working at home and the type of clients that we get, yeah, and it's still 7 pages. Ilan ba nag-a-apply sa mga trabaho na ina-applyan? Kung at least, kung libo-libo, sending in a 7-page resume doesn't make any sense at all. Does not make any sense. Like, you're applying for jobs like tech support, customer support, chat support, email support. 7 pages? And I'm telling you, as a VA interviewer, I think like a lot of interviewers. Okay, for this role, meron na akong mga requirements in my mind. So, ang hinahanap ko, out of 1,000, let's say 1,000 resumes, kailangan ko i-review. Okay? I'm only gonna really look at the experience. If pasok ka sa experience, if I like what I see on your experience, I might read the rest of your resume. So, out of 1,000 resumes, I look directly at the experience. Yung pasok, siguro out of 1,000 is 20, 25, mga ganyan. Lalo yung mga technical position. Pero kung ina-applyan mo, may support, mga phone support, tech support, mga ganyan. You know what would be really good? Video resume. Send me a video of yourself. Walking, talking, chewing gum, eating, like whatever. Okay? Just send me a video resume. I want to see you. I want to hear you speaking. I want to see you. Are you engaging? What is your diction like, especially for phone sales? Diba? Or for if I'm hiring you as a sales director. How about po yung job just kahit hindi na po ilagay per company? Gaano kadaming kumpanya ba? If you have been at a company for less than a year or less than a year and a half, huwag mo na ilagay. It doesn't look good. Yung 2 months ka lang, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months ka lang sa kumpanya, tapos ang dami-dami. Honestly, if I'm an interviewer and I'm seeing, wait, how old are you? 30 years old? You've had 15 jobs? Like, ding, 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 red flag na yun sa akin. Relevant lang sa ina-applyan mo. Huwag mo na ilagay, yeah. You're like 30 years old, you've had 15 jobs.
Ay,
For
sorry.
me, it's like,
Naubos.
may mga 6 months.
Hindi ko na sinama
You know what?
yun.
Nagiging questionable na ang loyalty mo at consistency mo. Pag marami kang mga 6 months, tapos meron ka pang 3 months, 2 months, would not put it down. Hindi ko ilalagay yung sobrang may ikli. What's the point? Do you want the client to see na ang dami-dami mo naging trabaho na puro may ikli lang? And I asked about that. I was like, how come you've never, I asked that in an interview. How come you've never had a job for longer than a year and a half? Pansinin mo when I talk about my jobs, like kahit sa call center, my first call center, I was there for 4.5 years. Bakit? Kasi yun yung kontrata, tinapos ko yung kontrata. I was there on the last day when they closed the account. Diba? Ang ganda pakinggan. Oh, I was there until the last day. Tinapos ko yung kontrata ko. First call center, 4.5 years. I was at Chase for over 5 years. And then yung last call center ko, siguro mga 2 years pinang may click. Yun yung malaki yung kinikita ko dahil malaki yung commission. But 11 years and 3 call centers lang. That's a good track record. Ang dami ko in-interview, 2 years pa lang sa call center, naka 7 na. Or 8 call centers. What are you doing? Do you realize how bad that looks? It looks bad. And I'm going to ask you, how come you've never held down a job for longer than 1.5 years? Exactly, hopper ka. You're call center hopper. And the fact that you have like mga 6 months so work from home, so now ano ka? VA hopper. Freelancer hopper. Ngayon, kung ilalagay mo yung mga experience mo, puro is mga contractual, project-based, okay? Like you just need to put name of the client, name of the company, project-based. Ilagay mo yon in bold. Project-based. Tapos yung title mo, that's it. Tapos, gaano katagal yun? 3 months. Maintindihan ko yun. Kasi, as a freelancer, pwede yung pagsabay-sabay yung mga projects, diba? Like you can have a project that's 3 months, tas overlap dun sa isa na 6 months, mga ganyan. Yun pwede. Pero yung trabaho mismo, like BPO, tas 6 months ka lang dun, tas nag-hop ka ulit sa kabila, tas nag-hop ka na naman. Hello, I'm a really good interviewer. Okay. I'm a great interviewer. Like ask people that I've worked with.
Practice na kayo.
You can't fucking bullshit me. Okay, you cannot bullshit me. First of all, I have an IQ of about 125, 126, so I'm not stupid. Okay. Second, bihasa na ako sa trabaho ko. Kaya hindi mo ko madadaan sa English mo. And that's another thing. English is my first language. Paano kung natapat ka sa akin? Yan tatanungin ko sa'yo, how come you've never held a job for more than 8 months? Ano sasagutin mo ngayon? And your resume is 7 pages? You think that's impressive? That you've never held a job for more than 8 months? You know, what I want to see, that you have been with a company for at least 5 years. Kasi yun yung sweet spot ng karamihan ng mga tao bago sila ma-board or pag hindi na sila na-promote or hindi na sila na-increasean or 'di ba? Or nagtayo na ng sariling business. Ganyan. The sweet spot is like around 5 years. So if you've never had a job for around 5 years, what makes you think we're going to hire you and you're going to be with us? So you've been with other companies for 6 to 8 months. That means you're going to be with us for about 6 to 8 months. Yun ang iniisip ng interviewer. Hirap na account sa Chase. Yeah. And my account at Chase was fraud. So I'm used to people lying to me all the time because I was in fraud. Sa kasama sa floating sa account kanina lang, I'm so sad. Diba? Parang Nagtrabaho ako sa fraud, parang fraud investigation sa credit cards. Well, marami na rin ako naging doon, training. So, multi-skilled ako sa 8 Qs. But it's basically fraud investigations, right? So, if I'm used to talking people who are defrauding a credit card company or a bank, what more ikaw? You think you can lie to me and get away with it? Yeah, it's not easy to tell, like, why would I do that to somebody that I live with? It's only part of my job. You have to know how to detach from your job. Diba? Pero, like, seriously? Kaya, if you're wondering why you're not getting hired, why are you being rejected, maybe your 7-page resume with all your jobs, with all 15 of your jobs, is the reason why you're not getting hired. I mean, tanggalin nyo yung sarili nyo. Like, like, hindi nyo ba iniisip yung side ng nag-hire sa inyo? How they will see you? Hindi nyo ba naisip yun? If take your 7-page resume, okay? Send it to your friend and say, if you were hiring somebody, what would you think of my resume? That's what you should do. Because sobrang hindi mo nakikita yung nakikita ng ibang tao. Sobrang babad na babad ka sa position mo, like in your life and your personality. You honestly think 7 pages is impressive on a job application. Like, if you honestly think that, you're not thinking clearly. You're not seeing things clearly. Hindi ka marunong mag-detach. Detach. Do your resume, detach, look at it like from a perspective na, alam mo, yung parang isipin mo kung anong iisipin ng ibang tao. Because kung nakikita mo yung iisipin ng ibang tao, when you look at your 7-page resume, you will not submit a 7-page resume. There is no way. Unless you're applying as a doctor or a researcher or for a research grant or scholarship grant or whatever, na kailangan mo ilista yung bibliography ng mga naging research paper mo, mga journal, mga theses, mga ganon. Like, client, like a VA or freelancer does not need a 7-page resume. Nung naging TL ako sa BPO din, kung may hiring final interview ko, di ko naman yan binabasa. Sige mo, final interview na yan, hindi binabasa. Ako for final interview, tsaka yung mga promotion, yung mga ipopromote yung tao, yes, I will read the whole resume. Kasi kukonti na lang yung mga yan. Halimbawa, 5 candidates na lang natitira. Diba? Or if we're hiring for a senior management position, let's say VA manager or placements manager, mga ganyan, I'll read the whole freaking resume. Good morning po. Nobody is gonna read a 7-page resume unless you're applying as physics professor and you've done a lot of research work, or you're applying for a scholarship grant and you need to list the bibliography of all the papers, scientific papers and journals that you've ever written. Di ba kasi, Bern, ang itatanong ko lang sa'yo, tell me something na wala sa resume mo. Salbahe ka, Kim.
Kaya nga, mas maganda na ako sa'yo, gumawa ka na lang ng TikTok video. Mas impressive yon kasi nakikita ka nila.
I have a video resume. If the client is like, Kasi may mga application na parang ang dami nilang tinatanong, di ba? Usually, if you just send a video resume link, that it'll answer a lot of their questions because they actually see you.
Yes.
Di ba?
Actually, I have a video resume as well. Naka-post siya on a private nga lang. So, isa-send ko lang yung link kung sino lang ang may link ang makakapanood. It's on YouTube. But it's basically telling them what my previous anything about kung ano din yung nasa resume, previous job application, previous job, blah, blah, blah. And what else? Yung mga tools na alam mo if you get a chance, and something peppy. Kasi minsan ang tinitingnan din nila is if it also shows your personality. If you're, ako kasi ang number one impression sa akin when I sent out the video resume is that you're a laid back person. Tsaka masyado kong mahina daw yung boses ko. So, they automatically assume na, okay, she's very laid back. She may not be as assertive. But during the interview, that's when they say, oh, you are assertive. I thought you're not kasi mahina nga daw yung boses ko. But otherwise, as long as it shows you who you are, I mean, there's always room for improvement anyway. But at least it gets your foot on the door or something to that extent. And then, like you said, Jen, video resume is much more impressive.
Yung video, hindi 20 minutes, ha?
Utang na loob, walang manonood.
Seriously, 2 minutes is a very long video already.
It is. Kaya I made it a point na 1.5 lang, pero hindi.
1 minute, 1 minute 30, okay pa
Yes.
yan. 1 minute, kasi 7 pages yung resume, mamaya video 20 minutes,
Aanhin
diba?
mo naman yung ganong kadami. Lahat yun,
Nobody
iisa-isahin mo.
wants to know your whole fucking life story. You're not a celebrity.
Kaya nga, walang manonood. Maximum
1
2
minute
minutes, pero
sa'yo.
actually, kung kaya mong paiksiin pa, mas maganda.
Yeah. Like, gaano ba kalalim yung experience mo? Were you a director of operations? No.
Alam mo,
Were you a
ginagawa
COO? No. Were you a CEO? No. If you were not, you don't need a 2-minute video. 1 minute is fine. Diba? Kung hindi sobrang mataas yung position na ina-applyan mo, aanhin mo ang 2 minutes. What are you gonna talk about? Your 15 jobs that all were like 8 months and under? No, you don't want to talk about that. Tsaka make sure na very clear sa video what you stand for. What do you stand for? What do you stand for? Isipin mo, kasi tulad namin ni Ladi, okay, we've been working from home for a long time. Our resumes are 2 pages still. 1 page, 2 pages. Diba? Gano'ng katagal yung video resume mo, Ladi?
A minute and 50 seconds.
Oh.
Medyo
Wala pa 2
susubukan
minutes.
ko pa rin. Ano kasi may intro and may outro. Kaya umabot
okay.
ng ganon. Pero kung wala, mga 1.5 lang. Okay na siya.
My video resume is around, I don't know, I would say a minute 30. But me talking in the video is maybe around 30 seconds.
Yeah. Ganun din siguro sa akin. A minute lang. Ako naman a minute kasi hindi ko naman ina-identify lahat ng pero gusto ko kasi marinig nila kung paano rin ako magsalita. So, ang dami ko ring edits doon kasi gusto kong magsalita ng super ayos and in English kasi yun nga, mahina kasi nga yung boses ko. So, I need to update that too kasi may mga nadagdag na rin na roles eh.
Kasi nilagay ko na sa simula, like, yun nga, sabi ni Ladi, so may intro, and then may outro, so that's that's the end and the beginning. You're not talking in that. Diba? Tapos nilagay ko yung, what do you call it? Some of the tasks that I was doing previously, all the positions that I held, that was like 5 seconds. Like all the positions that I've held, so sobrang dami. And then, nilagay ko something unusual about me is, well, nilagay ko I'm a mom, I'm a wife, um, what do you call it? Work from home household kami, and also, like, I do, like, I'm a amateur boxer, mahilig ako sa Muay Thai, mahilig ako sa, like, sports stuff. And so I had some, video footage of me sa laban, and then sa sparring, then sa training, mga ganyan. And
Matapos
then,
na sila.
yeah, solved na sila. And then, so bandang huli na ako, parang ni-repeat ko lang. I was like, I'm about integrity. Right? That's my thing, is like, I'm about integrity. I'm about adaptability. I believe that things should be, I believe in treating, um, for example, people that I lead as internal clients the same way that you have external clients na nagbabayad, right? So, like, for me, it's like you treat everyone like a client. That's basically what I said. That took up like 30 seconds. Like, what else do I need to say? Yeah, ako hindi ko nilagay sa YouTube, nilagay ko sa Dropbox. Pero yes, pwede mo i-unlisted yung video para kung sino lang may link.
Kaya kapag kami nagtatanong ng yung mga companies na nagsasabing i-record mo yung sarili mo, blah, blah, blah. Pinapadala ko na lang yun kasi nakakatamad na ring mag-record ulit. Yan.
Kasi unang tatanungin mo, how many people are applying for your job?
Mhm.
Kasi kung
Actually,
marami,
ang
why are you
dami.
sending in a 7-page resume? They're not gonna read it. Tapos ilang oras sinayang mo creating your 7-page resume. That's gonna tell the client or an interviewer like me that your time management skills are shit. Okay? Just you sending in a 7-page resume and you're applying for like what, tech support position? And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, she's sending a 7-page resume. There's nothing on here. Nothing. There's 15 jobs. I saw that you had 15 jobs. Is that a good thing? No, it's not.
Tapos lahat yun may job description.
Ngayon, kung nasa IT ka, tapos binigyan mo ko ng listahan of all the apps that you've created with links or with video links showing like how the app works. Diba? May mga screenshots, may mga documentation. Like, if that's your thing, is like mobile apps and you have a list of those and then, yung mga ganyan, I would fucking want to read that. If you're a Python developer and like the clients that you've created stuff for, or specialty mo is encryption, data encryption, those meron kang mga detailed documentation of the stuff that you've created, I fucking want to read that. But if you don't have any of that, why are you sending in a 7-page resume? I don't want to see your 15,000 jobs. If you've created 2 apps or 3, so how impressive are they? Are they very impressive? Now, if you're a software engineer, okay, and you have, I don't know, 5 to 7 years experience, yeah, I don't want to see that. Bot for Forex. Yung ginagamit ng mga scammer eh. Yung isang scam na company, yung Learn to Trade Philippines, they use a fucking bot. They're a scam. Tapos ang ganda pa ng YouTube videos nila. But they're a fucking scam. How do I know that? I attended their seminar, and you know what they encouraged people to do? Alam mo magkano yung course nila? 100,000 plus.
Wow.
Tapos sabi nila, okay, if you cannot afford the 100,000, edi lagay mo sa credit card mo, iutang mo.
Why? What do you encourage that?
I was like, that's a huge red flag. That's a fucking scammer. So if you created a bot for Forex, I don't want to see that. That's bad. Why the hell would you put that on your resume? Ina-assume mo ba na bobo yung magbabasa ng resume mo? They're not gonna know what a bot for Forex is gonna do. Like somebody like me, and I'm not even an IT person. If I see that on your resume, yeah, I created a bot for Forex, I'm gonna be like, fuck, she worked for a scam company. Huwag mo i-assume na bobo yung magbabasa ng resume mo or hindi techie. Okay? Medyo techie ako. Hindi ako IT. But if I read that on your resume, I was like, why is she working? First of all, you have 15,000 jobs. Second of all, now you created something for malamang scam company. Because there's no such thing as a bot for Forex. It's like creating a bot for like trading stocks. There's no way that there is a bot that's gonna automatic no. Like your resume sounds like it sounds like a nightmare, honestly. Those 7 pages pa siya. And you expect me to read a 7-page nightmare? I will look at it for maybe 10 seconds and be like, no. Pag-isipan mo mabuti. Nobody wants to read your life story. You're not a celebrity. Kaya tanggalin mo yung ego mo. Tanggalin mo yung hangin mo sa utak. Come back to earth. Okay? Come back to your truth. Okay? Yung katotohanan ng buhay mo. Put that on paper. That's interesting. Not what you think is interesting, like 7 pages of your life. That's not interesting. Give me the truth. You can give me the truth in like probably 5 sentences. Like 7 pages just tells me ang laki ng ego mo. You think that you are that interesting, that you're worth 7 pages. I'm not even worth 3. Okay? And I have 11 years experience working from home. Okay? Tsaka maging shy ka rin. Maging hold back a little bit. You know? Play a little bit hard to get. Diba? Parang niladlad mo na lahat eh. Like, who wants to date a girl like that? Like, who wants to date a porn star? You know? Na niladlad na niya lahat. Diba? No, I want to date the girl that everyone wants to date pero mapili. Alam mo yung gano'n? Kaya nga na-mention ko earlier na yung mga ina-applyan nyo, inisip nyo ba if it's right for you? Like, is it right for you? Like, for example, may client, Okay, so, and this is like real life. This happened to a friend of mine a few years ago. Kasi umalis siya dun sa VA agency. Okay. And then she worked direct for a client. And then the client, when she worked for them direct, eventually they canceled her. Like they canceled. So wala na siyang client. Tapos wala pa siya sa VA agency. So she had to find another client. Okay, na direct hire. And then that client, mataas nga yung rate niya. But the client was like, i-chat ka, tapos sasabihin, what are you wearing right now? Like, what? Yes, you're getting paid $10 an hour. But then the client asks you to send him a picture of you in your underwear. Ew. One page lang resume ko. Yung second page kasi yung mga sites and proof lang na pinagtrabahuan ko as SEO. Yeah, there you go. Proof of concept on the second page. Diba? Parang, oh, somebody offers you $2,000 a month, pero papahiyain. Tatanggapin mo. Is it the right opportunity for you? See? Taas nga ng rate mo, but papahiyain ka muna. Or sobrang kupal. Or racist yung client. Diba? It's because you're Filipino. You don't understand na ganito, ganyan. Is it the right opportunity for you? Yeah, tumatanggap kang $25 an hour. Panay naman ng yurak sa pagkatao mo, diba? Is it the right opportunity for you? For me, no. Why? Why do I have, like, sige, tanggapin mo temporarily. Ipunin mo yung pera mo, mag-apply ka sa iba. Pero yung, it's because you're Filipino, because you don't understand English, it's because, fuck you, can you fucking spell? Diba? Okay, guys, I have to do some castings and some auditions, so I'm gonna end the session for today. Really appreciate you guys sticking with us. Thank you so much, and hope to see you next week.
Thank you then, Miss Jen, and good night.
Take care, guys. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend.
Yes. Break a leg. Good night.
Thank you.